big black jacked up truck.
God damn.
Rolling on 35s. Some by my side. Yeah. I'm on the board, gonna run it up. Yeah, bro. I'm hip to the country.
We're going? All right, we're going.
I know what I'd be doing.
We're live. Are we hopping straight into the intro? Or are we going to like just talk a little bit and then intro it?
Well, it's too late.
Well, I guess
up,
now
y'all?
we are just talking a little bit.
Welcome to the Otown Talkcast. It's your boy Braden, aka 3. I got Vince to my right. I got Bailey to my left, and this is the crew. Welcome. We are finally here, getting everything moving. We're gonna have a bunch of content for you all. We're not really like a labeled
Open format.
Yeah, you know what I mean. We're just here to chat and speak our piece. Hear what you all want to hear and
Entertain, enlighten,
exactly.
Give some perspective. You know, we're
Pod
from
number
Florida.
1, part 3.
Yeah,
For real.
exactly.
For real.
I feel like there's not too many people in the space from Florida. I mean, I'm sure there are, but like that are like Florida representing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Danny Duncan is like the only one I can really think
Genuinely,
of.
honestly.
Yeah, that's the only one that really pops to mind when you think.
Wait, are
like,
Logan
Florida.
and Jake from?
No, they're from Ohio.
Oh, okay, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Cleveland?
That's right.
Cleveland, yeah.
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 Yep.
I've never been to Ohio. Have you
Me
ever been?
neither.
Really?
No.
I've never been to Ohio.
No.
I've heard good things.
Really?
I have a friend who grew up there, and she said there's like a bunch of abandoned factories that you can go have fun at.
Oh, well.
Yeah, but
But like, you got to be careful for the homeless people.
Respectfully, I haven't heard good things about it.
yeah, but
Yeah.
the state
I mean-
itself is boring. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you can find fun things to do through abandoned buildings, but when you think of a
Right.
poppin' state, you don't think abandoned buildings.
Genuinely, I feel
Right.
like Florida is like one of the more poppin' states.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
definitely the more
it's-
popular. Like,
There's so much to do here.
In order, like, and this is not of preference, but in order of poppin', I would say California, New York City, Texas, Florida, or even
honestly,
Florida, Texas.
yeah, I would agree with that. That's like the top 5 United States.
I heard of this really
States.
cool speakeasy in Texas
Oh,
where
whatever.
it's called like Floppy Disk Repair Co. or something like that. And you like, coding like with Python and shit like that. Like you Python is like just one of the platforms that you can use to do
Okay.
coding. I don't really know too much about it, to be honest, but you hack the website of the company. And so you just use Python to like open up the code. And the password to get into the bar is in the code. It's like embedded in the code.
Oh, really?
It
That's
sounds sick as fuck. I really want to go like try that and then go to Texas.
And where's this at?
Texas.
Okay.
I think Dallas. I'm not sure.
They don't have one here in Florida though. In
No.
Orlando.
There's some cool speakeasies here, I must say.
Yeah,
Like,
no, in Orlando.
Mathers.
That's where you and Alpha be.
I mean, honestly, I haven't been to any of them. I just heard.
Oh, have you guys been to Mathers?
no, what's up?
Oh, that's down. I don't like downtown Orlando, but this
don't go
one's
out
really
often.
cool.
Yeah, downtown Orlando. I mean, representing Otown, but
Yeah.
Orlando's fun, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna have some fun nights there.
you
You
can.
can also have some bad nights there.
More
Lots
bad.
of bad nights. Some good nights.
Some ugly bitch snatched my chain. Not a female, an actual mother. Like,
A motherfucking bitch.
he didn't take it though. That was the only thing I was happy about. But the bastard fucking did break that shit, and I was so blowed
That's so good.
because my grandma gave me that too, man.
Damn. You
Bruh.
got it repaired?
Nah, I couldn't. It was too fucked up.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That sucks.
Yeah, bro. I was sick. I was so
That'd be
sick.
dumb hot.
I was upset. That's why. I mean, I'll still pop out downtown, but I don't. That's kind of why I don't.
Yeah, I don't really look forward to going down there.
Or at
Yeah.
least when I go, like I keep my chain tucked. I'm like, nah, I can't.
Whenever I do go, it's like the one time a year, and I'm like, let's fucking run downtown Orlando. Like, I'm just hyped to get there. Then I get there, I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Dirty.
It's nasty.
it does,
Dirty.
yeah. It's like Daytona.
Oh, Razzles.
Honestly,
dear God.
I would rather go to Daytona.
Are you serious?
100%.
Really?
100%. 100%.
I mean, I don't go to Daytona.
I have a much
lot,
better
but-
time when I go to Daytona than when I go to Orlando.
See, but when we go to Razzles, I don't. Like everyone's always said, it's always packed. Like you have like a great time. Whenever I've gone,
You've gotten
it's
unlucky.
never. I know. Unfortunately, I have. Especially going on like weekends and stuff. Like I'll go on like the popular days.
Yeah.
Nobody's there.
Yeah, I know. I went with you both.
Orlando,
times.
honestly, I will say Orlando is pretty good about staying popping. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's busy
pretty much,
every night.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter what night you go. Yeah, people are turning up, which I
10
don't
o'clock
get how.
after. Yeah. It's
Like,
always
I'm like, y'all don't have jobs, families,
Oh,
like,
that's
priorities,
nothing.
nothing better to do.
a bunch
Like,
of bums in Orlando, apparently.
for real.
Well,
For real.
and like college kids make their way out there from UCF and
That
everything.
is
Yeah.
true. Rollins kids too.
Rollins, yeah.
I always forget Rollins kids.
Low-key Rollins, from what I hear, they party hard over there, man.
I've heard that
Good.
too.
Yeah,
Is
but they
it-
go to the Winter Park bars like Fiddlers and
They definitely make their way to Orlando, though.
Spats.
They definitely make
Porch.
their way to Orlando.
Yeah.
I hear Porch is fire, but I've never been.
Are you serious? You never been to Porch?
Uh,
Oh, Porch is fun, dude. Porch is
Fire.
cool. Porch is cool. They have like 3 different.
It is
Oh,
what
really?
it is.
You know, really?
I mean, no bad words.
I
about
guess it
but
depends
it's-
on which one you go to because they literally have like 3 locations. Like they have porch, they have like back porch, and they have like
Oh, that's true.
backyard or some shit like that. I don't fucking know.
It turns into a club scene sometimes.
Yeah, I can do that. See, I
I'm
went
not a
during
big club
football
gal.
season and it was cool. It was a cool place. It was
It
definitely
could-
cool.
it could be
Y'all gotta go
fun.
check it out.
It could be fun.
Y'all ever party in Miami?
Never been to Miami.
Neither have I.
Never partied there. No.
Dude, nah. I gotta go.
We gotta go. All of us should go.
My
to
work,
Miami.
I've been there for work a couple times. They put me up in like a hotel, and I'll just stay there. But the last time I was there, I was in the ghetto, and I was in the company car too. So it was like just the big fat logo, and I was like, I don't know where to go with this thing. I
Damn,
can't.
talk about sticking out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, literally. I tried going to a couple. I went to like this ice cream shop. I was trying to quit vaping at the time, so I was like, let me do things to make myself
Yeah,
happy.
right, right.
How'd that go?
And they didn't speak English. Nobody spoke English at the ice cream shop, and we were both like,
I did hear it's
and
like
they were like,
of Spanish speaking people.
Oh,
yeah.
Cuban.
Cuban.
Right?
Yep,
Yeah.
because I guess it's very close to.
Oh yeah.
Well, in the 80s, I think it was like when they all like freaking ran over here, they all settled in Miami.
I
That
mean,
too.
it's a beautiful place.
Oh, Miami's.
That's right.
I mean, from what I hear, like I've only been there for a football game. I went there to watch FSU in the Orange Bowl, and that's the only time I've been to Miami.
The stuff near like Coral Gables and Brickell, those are really nice. They're like very like hip areas. So I went to Coral Gables, and they had a Boya Gastro Bar, which we have here in Orlando. It's a restaurant.
Are you
My
looking
favorite-
something up right now?
favorite
Like, what is this
restaurant.
about? You better be.
Fuck you. So that's
There's some cool kratom bars in Brickell. It was very much like
that's what I meant to take.
early 20s, mid 20s, like vibe. Hipster as fuck.
That's cool.
Somebody was shooting a
Hey,
music
yeah,
video out
that was
there when I
close
was
enough.
down
Love
there.
Tampa though.
I do like Tampa.
Tampa's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, it's 90 miles from Cuba.
Okay.
Mm.
That little.
I'm glad that I wasn't wrong about that.
Okay.
I was like, I'm so bad at geography. I don't know if I
me
should
too.
speak about
Me
this.
too. They don't even teach it
Yeah.
anymore in school.
Oh, that's from Key West. I'm stupid as fuck. That's not from Miami.
Oh, have you
Key
guys been
West.
to the Keys?
I don't know. I'm not geographically there.
But nobody lives in,
Not
the,
yet.
Nobody
in the
is.
Keys. Nobody lives in the Keys though.
Rich motherfuckers do.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
No, they just got
if
cribs
you're-
out there.
Yeah, yeah.
I will say I've been to the Keys once.
Oh, I've been to the Keys multiple times, but
I've
it's
never been.
It's like
Pretty full.
it's literally just a place to like fish.
They have good key lime
I
pie
like
too.
fishing.
That shit there smacks.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
Y'all like key lime pie? You fuck with key lime pie?
Sometimes.
but that's what I'm saying. That's why nobody lives there because it's literally just a place. Like unless you're a fisherman, like
Well, honestly, yeah, that is true. That's like
Or
the
you're
big-
vacationing.
That's like the biggest thing to do there is
Yeah.
fish. That's all you really.
like they don't have a club life. They have
No,
they have
I
like
don't like
dive
club life.
bars.
It's kind of like for older
I love
people.
dive bars.
Yeah.
Are
It's
you
kind of like a
kidding?
place where you go and retire.
Yeah, but would you vacation just for a dive bar?
No. But I
Exactly.
wouldn't vacation just for a club
Depends
either.
on what said dive bar has.
Now, I'd go to Miami just for clubs. What?
Oh, of
Miami's
course.
got
Yeah,
some of the
Miami's
best clubs in all of Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah. I've
Miami's crazy, dude. That's why I want to go. I've heard
That's why I want to go too.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
like they know how to get down over there. But yeah, they
Sure.
do. A lot of them. A lot of the people there speak Spanish. You know what I mean? I mean, I can get around. I took Spanish
Yeah.
for a few years
See?
in high school. Yeah. You called me off guard with that. I was like, oh.
I can't
what?
speak
What?
no Spanish.
Really? See,
Not
when we
even
go,
a
when we go, just let me do all the talking.
It's all you.
I mean, I'll try not to get in trouble, but like,
I know un poquito.
I love my Latinas, but I can't
it's
talk
like
to
that's
them.
like a little, right?
Yeah.
Right? Nick, Paquito, little. Yeah.
Nick's our tech guy, by the way. Shout out Nick.
Shout out to Nick. Nick has been working his ass off trying to get everything up and running
Producer,
smoothly,
editor.
perfectly. Producer, editor, everything under the sun. So
And here we
shout out
are.
Nick.
Want to be here without him?
Gotta give
That's
Nick his third shout out.
Thank you, Nick. Yeah, part
Because
3.
yeah, like Bailey
That's
said,
it.
this is part 3 of our first podcast. We recorded once before, had some technical difficulties.
Lots on the first one.
Lots on the
Yeah.
first
First
one.
one.
Everything's been a training.
A lot
session.
less
Everything
on
we've
number
learned.
2.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, honestly, our last one was damn near perfect. It just we had
Just
that,
that
camera
one
issue.
camera. We had one camera that
God.
started
Which
picking
camera
up
was it?
this guy. One, probably debatably the
It
most
is-
important
it is
one.
that
It's the
Yeah,
one
it's
that
the one
picks
that's
up
on all of us. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
And
because that one was fine and this one was fine.
But so that one just started picking up audio, and so we had the mic audio
Oh,
with the camera
shoot.
audio overlaying. and
Yeah, it
just
didn't
sounded
sound-
like a
That's
mess.
tough.
Like how crispy we sound right now
Not
did
even
not
close.
sound like that.
Yeah, it sounded
We were
awful.
gonna post it, but we were like, nah, we can't. Maybe down the line we'll let you guys
We'll
see
put
the
it on
very,
Patreon.
the
Yeah.
very first.
Exclusive
Yeah, we'll put it on the Patreon.
When we get there.
Bro, them motherfuckers gonna be pissed when they pay for that shit.
Yeah,
They're
they're
bro,
like,
what the hell with the audio? Hold on. Must be my Wi-Fi. Hold on.
Check
Exclusive
your-
first ever shot. Otown.
Dude,
Talk Pod.
honestly, no, that'd be sick though.
would
Because
be
we
cool.
had good conversations.
It's memories.
Yeah.
That honestly was a
good.
good.
Oh,
That's
great
why-
conversation.
That's why it sucks that we couldn't drop it.
I
Because like we were
know,
really
I
on point with
know.
that shit.
I mean, we'll probably hop back into some of that today.
I mean, the first of many though. I mean, that was a
Yeah.
good one. But wait for the great.
Oh, we're just
ones
gonna
to
get
come,
better and
you know?
better.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Speaking of the first podcast, we haven't done our introductions yet.
This is true.
So, Vincent, why don't you
start
take
us
the
off,
floor?
brother?
Here we go.
Let the people know who you are.
Fun fact.
All right. Fun fact: born in Atlanta, and everybody loves that. There you go. There's your fun fact. I'm an Otown boy, but I was born in
Okay.
Atlanta.
All right.
Moved to Florida when I was like 6, so that's why I consider myself an Otown boy. I've been in Orlando ever since. I mean, I spent some time in Tallahassee, but that was just for college. FSU, go Noles.
I have no comment. Absolutely none.
And
All right. Burped on the
Gators,
mic
baby.
a little
yeah,
bit.
dropped
Go
out
Gators.
of FSU to do my own thing. Now I'm a independent personal trainer as well as a fitness
VCF.
coach.
Give us a plug, man. Tell them about the business.
Yeah,
man.
tell them about the biz.
VCF coaching. You can check it out on my Instagram at Vince Flanagan. No spaces.
Word up.
It'll be in the description.
Keep his shit.
And yeah, you can check out the
Bro.
website as well as vcfcoaching.com. And yeah, I do everything from, I've worked with just about everybody from 16 to 94. So I've worked with,
94.
that was my oldest client.
Damn, are you serious?
94.
Really?
They can work
shit,
out.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Well, barely.
Yeah, what kind of workout were you putting them through?
It was difficult. You know, I really had to like work with what I had, you know, bands, resistance bands and stuff like that.
Oh, true.
She was in a wheelchair, not
Oh.
because she had like broken legs or anything, but she like was way overweight. And you know, at that age, you can't hold yourself anymore. So
Mhm.
she could move her legs. So I had these sliders on the floor that would give resistance. So she could just like slide them out and slide
Word.
them in.
Word.
But yeah, so I've worked with everybody from losing weight, gaining strength, putting on muscle, bodybuilding, yada, 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 all that stuff. So get your summer shredded, all that stuff. So you can check me out once
Summer
again at
shredded.
Vince Flanagan. And that's about all there is with me. Braden.
Hit my guy up. He got me back in the gym and my arms fucking hurt. I literally cannot straighten my arms right now. Like he's gonna get you right. But with that being said, it's your boy Braden, also known as 3 God. I do rap. Haven't dropped music in a little while. I used to skate. I'm a soon-to-be pro golfer. I've been slaying the fairways lately. For some odd reason, I don't know what it is. I just really am just obsessed with golf now. And honestly, since
It's a bug.
since I make music, genuinely, shout out Schoolboy Q, because he started golfing, and I was like, you know what, I want to start golfing. My dad golfs. I'm like, I want to get good at that shit. So I've been doing that. Currently in school, probably gonna go for business. So I got 2 dogs. That's pretty much it. I'm a pretty basic individual, honestly. I really don't do much.
I wouldn't call you basic at all. But
I mean,
I wouldn't either.
really, I feel like I'm kind of basic. Like I just kind of
part-time.
part-time comedian, part-time rapper, part-time
Stand-up.
podcaster. I do a lot of things, kind of trying to get into that entrepreneur side of everything, just like my boy Vince, my gal Bailey. But that's pretty much it, man. Not really much else. I went to Seminole High School. Shout out all my Seminole folk. Fuck the Seminoles though. Go
Yeah.
Gators. UF all day. Shout out my Gainesville people. But that's really it. That's it.
Word up.
that is kind of funny.
Really
We
it.
are all sort of entrepreneurs here now.
Yeah, genuinely, yeah.
Well, now that we're doing the pod,
Oh,
Yeah.
here's my fun fact. I've known this cat for 13 years.
13 years, yeah.
There's my
word
fun fact.
up.
I literally was stressing that before my introduction. I'm like, oh, I gotta give him a fun fact. Because
What
you
is
just
it?
went off rip with a fun fact. I was like, what am I gonna do? Boom. All
Known
right,
you
really.
for 7 years.
That's pretty close
That's
to
crazy.
13.
Yeah.
I've damn
Close
near
enough.
known you almost that long, but you know Vince better than you know
Yeah,
me.
yeah. We didn't know each other
I was
until
gonna say,
recently.
But now we're best of friends. So
exactly.
I mean,
It's
part-time.
a squad.
What are we?
Squad.
Business owners?
Squad.
Part-time? Or,
Yeah, no, we're business owners.
Yeah, I
now.
was gonna say. That's
Yeah.
what I was gonna say.
Sure.
Business
Sorta.
partner.
Partners.
Can't fucking-
I like
Yeah,
that.
business
Christ.
partners. Yeah.
Business partners.
We're off to a great start.
Indeed. Indeed.
Bailey, take it.
All right. So, Bay. I go by go by Bay, Bailey, whatever, it is what it is. And I am an engineering designer for a firm down in South Florida, but we have an Orlando office, thank God.
Shout out to them.
Best
I guess.
best job there ever was.
Loving it.
Don't sound too enthusiastic when you say that.
She's
No.
not loving it.
I do really like the company.
No, I love it.
They treat me like a queen for the most part.
As they should.
No, it's great. It's great. So I'm in school working on that degree so I can get that license, and then I'll be an official professional engineer. Civil for those who are wondering. Which for those who don't know, it's like roadway stuff.
So she's gonna be working on I-4, y'all. We finally
Yeah.
get somebody good on there. It's about time.
Don't give me your feedback. I don't want to hear it.
Garbage ass highway, bro.
Wait, do you actually do some design for I4?
My firm, no, but I work very
that'd
closely
be
with people who have worked a lot on I-4.
Pretty sure my twin homies do that.
It's like 200 different firms.
What roadways have you worked on?
I've done some stuff. I've done a lot of different stuff. I've done multiple different projects on State Road A1A. So one of them in Pompano Beach, that got sent out to production, thank God. And one of them I'm currently working on in Ormond Beach, really close to Daytona. A couple of my work partners are working on a part in Daytona, but State Road A1A.
Oh, okay.
And I'm doing a proposal for a part of A1A in Vero Beach right now. So I don't know what's up with that road.
So you don't necessarily work on stuff like around here per se, like it's kind of.
I've done a field visit of Winter Park Drive in like really close to the Castleberry Golf Course, I think.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Or at least
you
that
cross
area.
over that road when you're going to one of the holes. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
know exactly
I
what
did
you're
like a
talking about.
safety study of that road. So,
Oh really?
Yeah.
So what is it? What like a safety study? So what exactly is it that you're looking for?
So that one in particular, this is gonna sound so boring. I feel like.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to be rude, but I don't really.
All right,
think
so
that
never
people
mind.
care.
Fuck, we don't want to hear it, Bailey. Honestly, couldn't give two shits less. On to the next thing.
I'm sorry, Bailey, but
He's not. He's an asshole.
you
You're a
mentioned,
jerk,
you
but it's
mentioned
fine.
it first. That's why I felt comfortable.
My bad. I was.
Hey,
my
leave
bad.
in the comments though if you wanted to hear more about road construction, and
It's,
I'll shut the fuck up next time.
Disability. They care about the disability. And
What's
that's-
what's your fun fact though?
Oh, my fun
Miss
fact
Fun
is I
Fact
can do
over
this
here.
with my eyebrows.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That is crazy.
The wave
I
with my
can't do that.
eyebrows.
shit. I
That
can't
is-
do
If you're
is
just
crazy.
listening and not watching, it's the wave. I can do the wave with my eyebrows.
And very quickly, it's the speed for me.
Yeah,
It's the fucking.
I could
speed.
do it to the beat of a song. I'll show you guys later.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
It's pretty cool.
That's
Pretty cool.
insane.
Crazy.
I recently discovered that.
Can you move your ears?
No.
Can you move your ears?
Well, you have
Not
headphones
really.
on. so-
I'm trying.
Yeah, I was gonna-
I can feel them though,
Yeah, I can see it.
and like maybe a little bit, like a little bit.
Yeah,
like I
but-
have to move my eyebrows to move my
Wait,
ears.
hold on.
though.
It looks like
go
they're moving.
together.
Hold on.
I
Keep
think it
doing
is moving a little
that. I
bit.
think so too. Hold on. Keep going. Yeah.
Nah, like is the headset moving?
No, it's not.
Like-
I'm waiting for him to catch it. It's just like, yeah, hold on. Just keep
keep
fucking
keep it moving. Keep it
doing these
moving.
weird fucking faces at me. That's
But I'm sorry, I love you, Bailey. But yeah,
Yeah,
leave in the
it's
comments
chill.
if I'm a douche, and like next time I'll let her finish
You are,
her
but
stuff
that's
about
fine.
road.
he's not. But if you want to hear about road construction,
It's
Absolutely.
a very specific niche.
It is. It is.
Not many people care about it.
All right, so before we hop into like some juicy shit, and not about roadways, do you guys want to take a shot? Do you want
Yeah,
to do that?
let's
Want to
do
start
it.
that pod shot?
Let's do the pot shot. Nicholas.
I love you, Bailey. I'm
get
just
in
giving
here.
you a lot of
Yeah,
shit.
we need it for the first podcast.
Yeah, for real. One part 3.
My arms are too tired to hold that shit up.
This shit almost
out.
killed me the other night from this exact bottle.
Cheers, y'all, to the podcast. Otown Talk.
God. Every time.
You said number 5?
That was like the smoothest one. So
Oh.
Um,
I don't know what it is about that crown, but I just want to cough it.
bro,
up every
Friday,
time.
that shit was not hitting.
Whoa, not at
Huh?
all.
Like, I don't know what it was. If it was just like the day that we had, if it
ooh,
was
my
the
favorite
sun.
intersection.
Whoa.
But
I
yeah,
hate
that
them
shit.
all.
When we were playing poker, dude, that shit was
I think it's that it's warm. Like I feel like that chilled would be fire.
Wow.
really. I don't like my liquor
You
chilled.
guys feel that
Really?
like burning
I like
down
my
your
tequila
esophagus?
Oh yeah,
Excuse me.
100%.
Feel that burning down your esophagus?
I feel it in my chest, which is where
Right,
the
like
hair is gonna
right-
start growing.
Me too.
hmm
Back
I'm
when
gonna
I,
need to shave when I get home.
back when I was going through like a full blown like party phase, I swear I could take any shot without flinching. Like it would be like I was drinking water. Like I just like continue having a conversation. We just go down the pipe and I would just keep talking. Now I need like 30 seconds after. I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Talk to me.
But there was definitely a
for
point. It was when I was 21, so I first like was able to just drink whenever the fuck I wanted without like fake IDs and all that shit.
Yeah.
So I
Those
was
are the
partying
days.
all the fucking time, and I swear I could literally I'd be talking to someone and like I mean, even honestly, you weren't here for this. Even in high school, a little bit when I pulled up to, you might have heard the story though. I was with G and Noah, and we went to, I can say Nick's house for a party. And this is a little story time. So I was actually the designated driver.
Mhm.
Oh.
So I walked in and I'm 17, so I'm an idiot. And I walk in and I go up to Nick and I'm like, listen, bro, I'm the DD. So we're going to be here for about 5 hours, right? You know,
Right.
night is young.
Got to plan accordingly.
I got to get as smashed as possible quickly so that it wears off by the time it's time for me to drive home. And he's like, say less. I brought a bottle of Captain Morgan.
That's genius.
So I just sit at the end of the table.
Captain
I smack that shit
Taze.
down. Yeah. And I sit that shit down. And me and Nick are just going shot for shot. Like I'm talking like 6 in a row,
hell.
dog. And then immediately after I take a shotgun of beer. And then I just like sip on one or two beers the rest of the night. Like I'm just sipping, you know, I'm not getting trashed anymore. But that shit did not wear off by the time it was time to drive
No,
home.
yeah, I knew
I
there
was
was a flaw
damn
in that
near
plan.
blacked the fuck out. And I remember G and Noah were getting in my car and they're like, you're gonna drive, right? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Bro.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
I get behind that wheel. I hope this is like okay for the internet, but
As long as you're not
Fuck.
promoting it.
yeah, this is
We know it's bad.
this is a terrible thing to do. I was 17 and an idiot.
Never do it again, right?
Uber. Just use
Uber everywhere.
Uber. Use our QR code. Just kidding. We
Yeah.
don't have one.
Dude,
We don't
not
have
yet,
one.
but
Not yet.
soon.
We will probably.
Soon.
But I'm driving home and I'm talking that road. That road
Thank
is
you.
at like a 45-degree angle, and I'm just you know what I'm
One
saying?
eye closed.
One eye
Bro.
closed.
If you are driving and you gotta close one eye, I've been, bro.
We all have.
Bro, pull over and just go to
Yeah,
sleep.
no, it's
Like,
Put it in
absolutely
like,
stupid.
for real, like,
if
yeah,
you're
don't.
if you're driving like under the actually under the influence, like if you have a beer too, what the fuck? But like if you're under the influence and you're driving home, it's stupid.
Yeah, don't
It
do that
is.
shit.
But
With that being said,
with that being said, when I was driving under the influence, I
Maybe
got
start the pot off.
I got back.
that's
I got back to the crib, and we go upstairs, and like G goes somewhere else, and it's just me and Noah. And I look at Noah, and I'm like, Noah, I should not have driven home. And Noah's like, fuck. Like it was just like, and he could see it on my face at that point. Like I guess I just didn't look at them when we were like, yeah, we're good,
Bro.
Just get in the car. And then once we got home, looking him in the eyes, and I'm like fucking cross-eyed. He's like, fuck.
dude, I don't know if it's just me, but like that same story, bro. Like, you know, you go out to the club, you go out anywhere, you know, and you get blacked out, right? Having a good time, whatever. But then, yeah, it's time to go home. Bar's closing. You got to get to the car. I don't know what it is. Like, I feel like I get all this, like, I like sober up damn near. It's like, all right, Time
Don't
to
tell
get-
that to the
Time to
kids.
get
Well,
behind the wheel.
don't listen to me. We need like whatever the fuck.
Disclaimer.
Do not try this at home. So I don't know what it like. I'll get there and like I'm faded, get in the car, driving, I make it there. I mean, like it's not perfect every time, trust me. But
Yeah, never.
but something in me it's like, all right, you know, and I get back to my destination. Once I get to where I need to be,
You're
bro,
trashed again.
dude,
All
I'm
back.
like, what? Like what? Like it just makes no sense, bro. I don't know. Like that happens with you? Does that happen with you?
Not real. I mean, really,
Yes.
I know personally, I know how trashed I am once I get behind the wheel.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I'm not even lying. Like I guess I'm the opposite. I'll think I'm straight to drive and then I'll sit down and I'll
Yeah, see, yeah, because
Fuck.
yeah, I definitely work the opposite way because I'm like, yo, like I'm fucked up, and then it's like, all right,
gotta do what you
I
gotta
gotta
do.
drive. Right, hold on. Where
I
we
mean,
going?
I
got all
will
the coordinates
say
in.
you definitely like. I mean, because some people are actual fucking morons, and they drive drunk for fun, so they try to be reckless. And I've been there, done that when I was like 16.
Mhm.
But like some people,
Not
like,
that we condone underage drinking.
No,
No,
we
at
don't
all.
not at all.
but
don't do
but like I've definitely been there, done that like once or twice. But there's people that live for that shit. They're like, oh, let's go tear up the road. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, those people.
See, bro, I feel like
Those are the people that get DUIs.
yeah,
Mhm.
for sure. And I feel
those are
like
the people I don't feel bad for either. Like,
Mhm.
well, I feel bad for who they hit though.
Oh, of course,
Yeah.
of course. I don't feel bad for the motherfucker that hit him.
Yeah,
Like, you know, like that.
for
Yeah,
sure.
but
I think where was I going with that? Oh yeah, when I do the DUIing
When
on
you
the
do.
occasion, yeah,
Sorry.
I definitely try to drive as safe as fucking possible. Like,
Yeah,
I'm Mr.
speed
Cruise
limit.
Control,
Oh, yeah.
fucking, zone the fucking. Even if I gotta
cruise
close
control is
the
your
eye.
best friend on that shit too, man.
But genuinely, with all of this being said, because it sounds like we drink and drive a lot at this
We
point.
don't.
We
We
don't.
don't.
We Uber.
Welcome to Florida.
99%
Uber
of the time.
everywhere.
Welcome to
It's
Florida.
all about maturing. When we're young, we think we're invincible, and the older you get, the more the closer you get to death. Really, the more you realize, like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not invincible.
Like, can't be
Yeah.
doing this shit.
yeah,
anymore.
because I mean, on the road, not too many. Actually, I mean, I do have a whole thing planned out for road rage stories, so we can kind of easily go into that.
Yeah, that's a good one to
But
get into.
so I used to have really bad road rage, and this I was not under the influence for, but I was driving home, and this wasn't even really road rage. I guess it was a mini road rage thing, but I was driving home, and there's this semi truck, and I'm going like fucking 75,
Speed limit.
and it's raining a little
Roughly.
bit, and my tires are slick as fuck. Like, I hadn't gotten new tires
Oh,
in a
bald.
minute, and it's raining a
I
little bit.
already
Mine
don't
are like that
this
right
story.
now.
Bruh, no, it's bad.
Yeah, bro, I'm not liking this.
This semi gets in front of me, and I'm just thinking, why did this douchebag have to do that? Like, I'm going 75, you're in a semi truck. We have
Right.
open lanes. Just keep going fucking straight.
Right.
You just got in front of me for no fucking reason. So I got kind of hot, and I went to cut him off. And when I went to cut him off, like I said, I was on slicks and it was raining. I'm talking full spin out on I-4, and with a semi truck behind me.
Oh.
And
Bro, you're literally giving me anxiety right now.
I know.
my girlfriend at the
Somebody's turning.
time was following me home, and I had only been dating her for like 2 weeks, and she's like watching me about to fucking die right in front of her. I'm talking, bro. But I will say, I am, like, not to toot my own horn, but I am cool as fuck under pressure. Because even though my shit was full on spinning out, I'm talking my heart rate didn't even increase. I didn't get locked up or anything.
That's important.
I just let off the gas, and I just felt the road. And, I just like played with the wheel, tried to compensate. I'm talking cool face. I wasn't like, fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm talking cool face.
Yeah.
And I just felt the road, and I managed to save it. But I did see, so there was one point where, like, so camera on me, roads like this, and I'm like this, sliding down it like that.
Mm-mm.
Hydroplane.
And there's one of those giant pillars that hold the big ass signs on them. And I swear I'm sliding right towards it. It's like right at the end here. And then I caught traction, and I was able to straighten out.
Dude,
Thank God.
Yeah.
That sounds like some
crazy.
fucking Fast and Furious.
Bro,
dead ass.
I'm talking after that though. Like, ever since then, like, still to this day. I mean, it was raining a little bit today, and my tires honestly are a little slick right now. And I'm like so careful driving when it's wet now.
Oh, me too.
I am in
hate
no-
hydroplane.
Oh yeah, same. Bro.
I'm in
Yeah.
no rush when it's wet out.
Do you, speaking of like the fight or flight thing, do you guys think that you have a specific reaction? Like, do you typically have a fight, flight, or freeze?
Oh, I don't freeze it ever.
You always fight?
I 90% of the time fight. Yeah.
What about you, B?
Genuinely, I feel like I freeze a lot because like I just
Me
don't
too.
know. Like I genuinely like certain situations. I'm just like, oh, like. Because it takes me like a while, like I can't believe that it actually happened. So like it takes me a while to actually like process what's actually fucking going on. Once I process it, then I like depend. Also, I don't know, bro. It just depends on like what the situation
it
is.
does.
Like,
It does.
if it's something I'm not trying to be involved in or associated with, I'll probably fly or flee, whatever the fuck it is. If it's something where like I got to stand my ground, you
There's
know what
no
I mean?
other option.
You know what I mean? Like obviously I'm a fight, but
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
flight,
true. It is
fight or flight.
situational.
I'd fly away.
It's
I-
fight or flight, but freeze is also an option.
Freeze is, but
That's
it's
funny.
the
When you said that, I was
worst
like,
option.
Well, yeah, that's why I try not. I'm trying to like get out of that because it's not.
It's not good to freeze.
No, it's really not,
You
honestly,
either
no.
need to fight or flight. And that's why freeze is not in that saying.
I mean, like if I
but
was
it does
like,
happen.
if I see like a lion in front of me or some shit, or like an alligator or whatever, like obviously like I'm not gonna fight the motherfucking thing. Like
Yeah, you
I'm gonna run away.
But run, like, can you really consider that to be your best option? Because there's some
let's talk-
animal.
But freezing isn't. I wouldn't freeze in that situation.
No, some of
So-
them you need to, but
Well,
Vince-
yeah, depending on obviously the animal.
That jet ski situation where I
you
froze.
froze. Yeah.
The-
Who fought?
Me and Vince were on. Thankfully, Vince did. We were
Wait,
on.
what happened?
Me and Vince were on a jet ski, and we had two friends on another jet ski, and I was driving.
Mhm.
And we were going parallel, and the person who was driving the other jet ski gave like a hand signal, like some fucking
Made
gang
no
signs.
sense.
And I was just like, ha. You know, I wasn't drunk. I was totally sober. It was like very early in the morning.
Yeah, it was like 10 in the morning.
Yeah, and we were just digging around on the jet skis, and the person gave some hand signals, and me and Vince were both like, oh, you know, like, whatever. And,
The hand signs made no sense. It was like,
yeah, no, it was literally some gang signs. We were
Yeah.
like, all right, word up. And they start like we were both going parallel, like I don't know, what would you say, like 50 miles an hour?
we're close to full throttle. I'd say 40 to 50. Yeah.
And that person just starts like, woo.
Not,
Like-
bro, it wasn't even slow.
No.
Like, cause she was full throttle.
Oh, they were
throttle,
beelining
like-
it for y'all too.
Yeah,
Oh.
and I
Yes.
just like I was full clutch, but I just froze. I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. They're coming at, but like, do I let go? Because like I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I had been in, like a really bad car accident prior to this,
Ooh.
and
I just
think it was
ripped the
prior to
wheel.
this. Yeah,
I
and
just ripped the wheel away from her.
Thankfully, Vince did that, and the person did not let go of the throttle the entire time. And that person, fortunately, had a smart person on the back of them, ripped them off the jet ski,
They skipped
skipped yeah.
through the water. They were
And
going
the-
so fast, they're skipping down the water.
The jet ski ran up onto the beach.
Yeah.
Like had there not been Vince on the back of my jet ski,
They'd be
and-
dead.
yeah, because we
We would have went over them. We
yeah
would have killed them.
yeah
100%.
like plowed right on top.
Holy fucking.
Yeah. It
That
was
actually
insane.
something similar to that happened to my roommate. This is a crazy story. It was
hear it.
very similar to what we were like that exact situation, but it was just her and like just a friend, and I think they were under the influence. They were underage. And not that matters, which
Nice.
it does.
kinda
That's why it
matters,
happened.
'cause it's why it
That's why it
happened,
happened. And they were just dicking around on the jet skis, and it was apparently like the exact same situation going parallel, and the friend just plows right into her, put literally a hole in her leg, like her what do you call this? Your calf, her calf was like dangling, and her friend flew off the jet ski, hit her head on something,
Ooh.
and so she had a concussion in the water.
Oh, that's not good.
Yo, she's
And-
lucky she lived.
Dude, yeah, that's
Both
no
of them are
bueno.
lucky because the girl couldn't swim, and the one girl had a concussion. So my roommate said she was just the other girl.
The
Was
girl
just-
couldn't swim. Did she have a life
I
vest
was
on?
literally
Yes,
waiting
they
for that.
did
Oh, thank
because her
Bro.
leg was like she couldn't swim with her leg. It was literally
Oh,
falling
yeah.
off. And the other girl was just laughing. She was like, "Haha, like where are we? What happened?
Oh
What's
yeah,
going
she's
on?"
delirious. Yeah.
Yeah. And thank God somebody was on a boat very, very, very close, and they pulled them both onto the boat, and this girl had to get full like reconstructive surgery. Now to this day, this was like 7 years ago. She has a huge divot in her calf
Ooh.
because of it. And like that, I think about the jet ski story that we had, and I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't even imagine if that were to have happened
I've been on a jet ski one time in my entire life.
in your entire life.
Uh-huh.
They're so much fun.
They're awesome.
You have
So
jet
much.
skis, right?
Not anymore.
What happened to the jet skis?
Yeah, I would also
Pop
like to
sold
know.
them.
Pops.
Pop sold them for a boat.
Damn, I almost just said your dad's name.
He sold them and he bought a boat.
Come on, Vince's dad. Damn.
He sold them and he bought a boat, and now he sold the boat, and now we have nothing.
Cold world out here, man.
It was a bow rider boat too.
Oh.
Jet.
A who?
It was a jet
Mm.
bow rider boat.
I have no idea what that means.
Bow riders when they have the seats in the front.
Oh, bow rider.
So it's got
I was
the-
today years old when I heard that. I've never heard that in my entire life.
It's got like couches in the front and shit where you can like chill and sit on.
Isn't that majority of boats?
Bow riders.
Okay. Like, can it be like a bow rider fishing boat or like a bow
Well,
rider?
no. So
speedboat?
like a fishing boat, yeah, the driving or cockpit is still gonna be like towards the front, or towards the middle, I mean. But it's not like set up like couches, and it's not like a low deck like on a bow rider. So you got like seats over here, right? And then you got like where the guy's driving, and then you can walk down a hallway, go down a little 2-step thing, and then you're in the bow. Like
Oh.
yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's almost like a hot tub with no water.
What's the back called again?
That's it.
I took a boat class, and I should know that.
The
There's
poop deck?
starboard and their port side, starboard, whatever.
Pretty sure
It's
the-
bow.
Is it the poop deck?
Ba-
That's what is there
No,
an echo in this
it's not
fucking
the
room? I literally
motherfucking
just
poop deck.
So where's the poop deck?
There's no. I don't know.
That's the thing.
What the
No, we're
fuck
not
is a poop
fucking
deck?
around.
I know.
You've never heard of the poop deck? Are you shitting me, bro? That's what.
Look this up.
is-
Jamie, come on.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Poop deck. It's not the poop deck.
It's
the back
probably
is the back is
but
not
I
the
want to
poop
know
deck.
what the poop
Oh,
deck
the
is.
stern.
Oh, it's the stern. Bow in the stern.
So the poop deck's the stern.
These motherfuckers
So the poop
that
deck is the back.
So it's
you
just
are like,
code
y'all live
word.
in Florida and y'all don't know the fronts of the boats. Like, nah,
Maybe we should have done some.
I don't.
research
I don't
prior to.
own a boat.
No, but
don't
that does
know.
make sense. The poop deck, the back. You poop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Poop in the back.
Yeah,
Sure,
makes sense.
I get it.
All right.
Where is-
Anyways,
Next topic, or any more
I just
near
wanna-
death
Water
experiences?
That's
story.
what I'm saying, bro. We're so stupid, bro.
What?
Bro, it's it's on the vessel stern, the poop deck. Yeah, bro. It's literally the back of the fucking boat.
So the
Yeah.
stern and poop deck are synonymous.
It's okay, Brandon. We got there.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought I threw my phone a little too far. I was like, shit.
It's still in the chair.
Yeah, it's just
Word up.
right there.
We need that in case we need
I
any
know.
more.
I
information.
would-
It's like we're right there.
That's pretty convenient. Good throw.
Literally, everyone watching this, they're like, poop deck.
I know. They're like, you
They're like, Braden's
motherfuckers.
looking. Oh, they're like,
So
oh
dumb.
my god, the stern. They're like,
So,
poop deck.
shall we talk about? We got two topics that we really want to dive into, or do we have three? I think there was another one.
Yeah, let's just go into the ones that we want.
So
to dive into
out of the
and
two
then-
that we really want to
juiciest
dive
shit
into,
that you can think of, the shit that may possibly get us canceled, but it's not going to be enough to get us canceled. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Which
So
one of
is that what we
the
want to dive
road rage?
into? So we want to talk about Tate Boy a little bit. Tate,
Oh, we're
Fresh and
getting in
Fit,
there.
Sneeko,
All right,
all
we can
them
do that.
boys.
Bro,
do that.
talk your shit, man.
Talk your
Talk
shit,
my
Vince.
shit. I
you're
mean-
the one who wants this.
Well, Jen,
I'm just kidding. I'm
we
sort
all
of
want
not
this.
really.
We all
Okay.
But the Sneeko's irrelevant now. It kind of sucks because we've been playing this pod for 2 months, right? And this was like bad. Like when we originally
At this
started
point, we're just
playing this
talking
pod-
shit about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we originally began this pod, like Sneeko was like at his peak popularity. Everybody in the world hated him. People were making exposed videos. Yada yada. He's kind of irrelevant now. So why give him any more relevancy? Because he just sucks. So I actually don't really care to talk about Sneeko himself anymore. However, I am down to jump into a little bit of what we talked about in the past, as far as
Pass pods.
Andrew. Yeah.
Okay.
Past
Oh,
first
Andrew
pods.
Tate.
Andrew Tate, Fresh and Fit, and the kind of dichotomy between like
Wait.
men and women roles.
Before we get into that, can you give us an update of what's going on with Andrew Tate?
The Tate case.
Yeah.
The Tate case.
Tate case.
He
God, that's
he actually got another 30 days. He's still
in prison.
no house house
Oh.
arrest. He got
Okay.
he got downgraded to house arrest last month,
Okay.
and now he's on his final month. So if they don't charge him by the end of this month, he's free. So now I am a
And
Tate fan,
can
so I do want that to happen.
Can you say
Number one
what
fan.
the charges were?
Well, there are no
Alleged
charges.
charges.
There's not even alleged charge. There's no charges. He's just a suspect.
Well, what do they? Yeah, what do they
suspect in
suspect him
human-
of? Like
human
human
trafficking?
He's
trafficking, like
suspected in human trafficking. I think there
underage,
was some
like-
rape case too.
Ouch.
I think that's it.
Okay.
They got into a little bit about money laundering, but I think that already got like
I could see
disproven.
that.
Which
I remember you saying something like
I
that.
could see that. Just saying.
yeah, anybody that rich, bro.
I have no clue.
Who doesn't?
It's in there somewhere. But yeah, I mean, I definitely think he's probably innocent. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but as far as I can tell, I mean, the sex trafficking really just sounded to me like persuading someone to work a job, which, as we said before, the military does it every fucking day.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, maybe he used a little bit of love to get them in there, but I
Which
mean,
is not condonable.
yeah, but the military sells you a false dream. So like that's also not condonable. Like I
Yeah.
think enforce like lying or manipulating someone to take a job in general is wrong, but I don't see
honestly,
how it could be illegal.
I would say that most professions are like that.
all of them.
You go to an interview, but it's like vice versa too. You go to an interview and you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm this, and a bag of chips."
Yeah, you upsell yourself for sure.
And then they're like, "Oh well, we're this, and this," and it's you both get to work together, and you're like, "Oh wait a minute, that's not what you said it was gonna be."
So I'm not.
So I could see that.
So once again, I'm not like a lawyer, but I would say like using coercion to get somebody to do a job is not like abnormal by any means.
Force versus manipulation, I think, very different. Very different. Like
yeah,
if forcing
manipulation.
somebody,
I said coerce.
like pimp
Coerce.
vibes. Don't.
yeah.
Yeah, but no, he didn't force. He coerced.
Yeah, I think that's
So
different.
manipulated in a sense.
Because I mean, if
Influence.
if
Influenced. Yeah.
not that, I think it could happen to a lot of people, but I think there's a situation where you're more easily manipulated than others.
Oh yeah, especially
Yeah.
in like the type of shit that he was doing with like the live cam girls and shit.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I feel like it's hard to be coerced into that.
Yeah.
You know
Like
what I
me,
mean?
I'd be like,
Are we talking about him being
Ew,
coerced
get the
into
fuck away
doing that
from
type
me.
of business?
No,
or the people that
he was
paid for this
coercing.
shit?
He was coercing girls to be
Oh.
employees for him
Yeah.
through
See,
manipulation.
How can he be coerced? They
That would never
he was
happen to
probably
me.
paying him well.
Oh, everybody was getting a cut.
But that's what I'm
He was
saying.
making a lot more, but everybody was getting a cut. But I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm not a lawyer, but for some reason, when it comes to sex work, like whether it's OnlyFans, cam girls, strippers,
It's a gray
whatever,
area.
apparently specifically for those fields, like I guess coercion is not allowed,
I mean,
and it turns it into sex trafficking, which is crazy.
no, I
up-
mean,
Yeah, I don't.
it's-
Well, because like sex trafficking, like that.
that is a
phrase, or
crazy upgrade.
Yeah, that's a pretty.
I see the
strong-
correlation though. You got to protect those people who are not strong-willed or strong-minded enough, and it's not like, oh well, poor you fell for it. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it shouldn't be like that. It's like they see that person is clearly weak, P-minded, you know, and
Mhm.
they obviously don't know any better.
Not necessarily. I think it's more that he's just really strong-minded.
Well,
He's clearly a
I
strong.
think it's a very fine line.
Yeah, it's a great
Right.
that line of work is definitely a whole gray area. Like there's like too
I
many.
mean, I get it, but when I think sex trafficking, I think of like the whole fucking.
Pimp being forced.
Not, I mean, yes, but not even just that. I think of like the Pizzagate shit.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like that's what I
Yeah.
think.
Excuse me?
You never heard of Pizzagate?
The
I think that's
pizza
like a
Yeah,
gate.
Pizzagate.
Hillary Clinton, right?
And Jeffrey Epstein and all.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Pizzagate.
yeah, yeah.
Please don't-
Jeffrey Epstein. Just think Jeffrey Epstein. That's Pizzagate.
That's pretty
In a
much-
sense.
okay.
In a sense.
Did you
It-
guys ever see that movie?
It's basically these pizza restaurants were getting
Pizza.
accused. The reason it's called Pizzagate is because these pizza restaurants were getting accused of like under the table selling kids to people.
And so you'd order like a pepperoni pizza, and that was like,
And
I
that
want
was
a
actually a
14-year-old
child.
girl or
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know. That's just
What?
an
The actual fuck.
And
dude.
that's-
what world?
That's human trafficking.
What world
Yeah.
are we fucking living in, bro?
So when I think human trafficking,
If I ever call Pizza Hut and I order a goddamn large pepperoni pizza,
I'm sure there's an extra
and a
code
fucking
that goes-
10-year-old shows up on my doorstep. That's basically what you guys are saying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
No,
all
no,
like,
no.
That's,
Pause.
But it was,
It was all accusations.
yeah.
I'm not saying Pizza Hut. I love Pizza Hut. That was just
No,
the first
but,
one that came to
but
mind.
Pizzagate was never even proven. It was never proven.
But
So we don't even know
what
if
I
it
just said was kind
It was
of
just in
what
the
it was.
leaked.
along
It was
those
in the
lines.
leaked emails. Like,
fuck
hey,
did
I
I
want a
never
large pepperoni pizza.
Yeah.
Bro, that's-
Wink, wink. But
imagine if they ordered a.
But
Meat
I think
Lovers.
I just think
That's
it's
not
pretty
funny.
crazy to classify
confused.
coercing somebody to work in front of a camera and show her tits on the same level as selling children. Like it's the same fucking
oh
crime.
no, that's different.
It's the same crime.
Well,
though.
because
It's
when you
both
think of sex
tra-
trafficking, I think people automatically kind of think to like kids and stuff. But I mean, obviously, it.
Yeah, but-
It's a dark topic.
But you're not-
Yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah, but when you look at
switch,
switch when you look at
ADA ramps.
right?
when you look at what's going on with the Tate situation, that like you can't even put those in the same fucking category. These people aren't being kidnapped. They're not being forced. They're just being coerced.
What is he like? Where does how did
Those words
how
sound
did
very
he
similar.
get so like rich?
But they're
and
not.
famous?
I know.
How did he get rich and famous again?
Yeah,
Doing
that's
the
a
webcam
good question.
shit.
Oh, that really was it.
That's what got him
And
his
then-
original like fat stacks, and then he bought some casinos over in Romania, and then he got on YouTube. and
What
all that shit.
ethnicity is him? Is he?
He's
Is him?
I know. I fucked.
he's
that
like
one.
half
Sorry.
black and half white.
He's
Oh,
half
really?
black.
Like
Okay.
yeah, it's,
Really?
It's some sort of black.
some sort
Yeah.
of mix too.
I don't know where. I don't think it's African, but it's some sort of
He
black.
sounds like he
It's a
has
lighter
some
black.
sort of accent. Like
It's
unless I just-
Romanian, right?
he's got it. Yeah,
He was born in America, and then he went to. I don't know for sure, so don't quote me on this, but I believe he went to Europe, like the UK, for school, and that's where he kickboxed and became world champion. And now he lives in Romania.
but the cam girl shit is what he got.
His initial pay. Yeah.
Pay, and then what? Then he went to the kickbox.
No, he was kickboxing before the cam girls.
Word.
But you don't make a lot of money kickboxing. You can be a world champion and be broke as shit.
So he went from cam girls to like interviews and being like this.
No, I went from cam girls, I believe, to casinos.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Like he made millions off cam girl shit, so
Uh-huh.
he invested in casinos and bought some casinos.
is that even a smart investment? You think? I don't think that's a smart.
Fuck
investment.
yeah, dude.
Casino? Oh
Actually,
my god!
actually, I'm tripping. I was
It's
thinking about it a
money
different way.
printing. You just bought a money printing company.
Buy a slot
okay.
machine.
Yeah.
You're-
yeah. Actually, yeah. I don't know why I asked that. That was a dumb question. I was thinking something different.
I would love to get in that business, but it's so dirty, so I never will.
really see. And that's why.
Like you got to
See,
deal with
that
the mob
could
and
possibly
shit.
be why I guess he partially could be being accused of some of this shit. But so then he went to
No, it has
casinos
nothing to do
to.
Legally speaking, it has nothing to do with it.
Well, then he went from casinos to.
It's his internet shit that he's on now.
To influencing.
Yeah, and he sells that course, the free world shit or whatever, like Escape the Matrix. It's like business courses.
I've actually never seen that shit, dude.
Well, yeah,
Like,
he sells business courses.
I haven't really heard too much about that either, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm not on social media.
It's what it is.
so.
You know what I mean? Like you sign up and they teach you how to make
I
money.
thought he just got like famous off of like.
Have you
being
done
on
it?
Podcasts and shit.
No, I haven't done it.
No.
I will never.
Do you know anything about it?
I not really. I know that they have multiple teachers and multiple courses and stuff, but personally, I would never really dive in there. I feel like you can get most of that information for free.
Yeah. Google.
So I mean, hey,
ChatGPT.
get your grind. I like Tate, so if that's
thing.
making.
I'm so like out of the loop with shit. Like I don't know what
Oh.
like chat is it Chad GPT?
Chat.
I thought that chat. Like
Chat
we're
GPT?
chatting.
So then what's what was the Chad thing? Like
that I think that was just a miscommunication. I thought
never
I
heard
heard
Chad.
no,
Chad.
there's some sort of like Chad out there. Some like
Mm.
I think Clayton was telling me about it. Someone
He probably said chat and you heard Chad.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Probably.
I heard Chad.
Pretty sure the people out there know what I'm talking
I
about.
don't
It's a
think they
different
I heard Chad first, but it was actually chat, and I was just
maybe he was talking about
wasn't hearing it
Chat
correctly.
GPT.
because you would think it would stand Chad would stand
There's
for
some sort of like
something.
memes. I don't know. I probably have it all wrong. Like I'm so out the loop with all that shit, dude. Like
That stuff is.
I don't
that's
even go on.
actually a good
I'm really
topic.
not on social
AI.
media, dude. I don't go on
AI
social
is
media. I don't go on like.
Yeah, have you ever used Chat GPT?
No.
I haven't, but it looks nuts.
You haven't?
No.
It's oh
nuts.
my gosh.
Yeah,
my,
wait.
bu-
What?
my
So-
buddy wrote an entire workout program using ChatGPT.
It's don't use ChatGPT for anything calculus or physics related because
they
he
fuck
doesn't
up?
know anything about that.
He will
anything
one day.
at all.
It's
He's got
ironic.
me 0 on a test before.
He will one day.
Yeah, no. He's learned. He's like a baby.
But it's an AI thing though, right?
It's a
Like,
baby. So like whenever I ask it a question and it gets it wrong and I know the correct answer, I'm like, hey, that's not the correct answer. This is actually it. And the
It
thing
fixes
will
its
literally
code.
say, like, I apologize for my error. You're right. And this is why you're right. And then from that point on,
It will never make.
it will never make that mistake again. It's like Tesla's. Like they go on like this system that is I don't know what it's called, but if there's like a Tesla cloud, and so they know the route of every road, and like let's just say a pothole formed one day after like a million Teslas have driven through the same road, a pothole formed and one Tesla caught it. Then it'll go to like the Tesla cloud, and every Tesla from then on will know that there's a pothole there, and then it'll whoop.
Yeah, Tesla's cool. Tesla's
Tesla's
cool
very
too.
cool.
They're basically putting.
Bro,
AI in
that's
the
so
cars.
weird, bro.
Yeah.
We're about to
No, it's getting bad.
Weird.
It's
yeah.
actually getting bad.
We're gonna be in a weird time, bro, when we get older. Like
It really is getting bad. I mean, like, I love Elon Musk too, but
He's great.
I'm not looking forward to this the chip thing that he wants to put on our
dude,
brain.
I
That's
literally
actually-
was
The
just
Neuralink?
going to,
Yeah.
bro. I literally was just going to say that. Like that's my main thing when
It's
it
my
comes to
biggest
like this
fear.
new age technology. Like
Oh,
when you start putting
dude,
shit in
I
your
think
brain,
that-
bro.
Dude, the government's gonna be able to.
We don't
track
even
you.
like.
They're gonna be able to track your thoughts.
I
Yeah,
mean,
don't-
so what?
I'm so not.
What
with
do you
that,
have?
bro.
So what?
So
what if-
what?
Well,
I
actually,
don't
I guess
know.
thinking about it, I mean, I guess they do kind of.
Is that? Wait, are you serious?
I mean, I had those
They kind
same
of already
thoughts,
know that shit.
but then it's like they do that shit through your iPhone. They can
That's
hear
what I
you
was-
through your
yeah,
fucking
that's what I was just about
Alexa.
to
They
say.
hear you. They don't know what you're thinking.
So
I
what?
guess yeah, touche.
What are they gonna arrest you on your thoughts?
No
like if you're
secrets.
not doing anything like super illegal, the fact
What if you're thinking that I just sold some drugs? Now you go to jail for selling drugs.
Yeah, but they
'cause
can't-
saw your thought.
I don't think it would get to that.
I
I mean,
think
if
it
it-
would 100%.
Actually,
the
yeah.
better it gets to, the more efficient it gets, the more accurate it gets. It will 100% lead down that
Actually,
route.
yeah.
You will have no
That can
privacy.
lead to a scary-
Zero. We have very limited privacy right now, but you'll have zero.
You don't think the Neuralink would protect your privacy? The
Absolutely.
producer's laughing.
Nick's like, yeah, fuck no.
Do you think the government
Abso-fucking-lutely
is
not.
gonna let us
Yeah.
just have our private
Okay,
Neuralink?
okay.
No.
But I
Hell
don't think
no.
they're gonna fucking come after you if you're like, yeah, I just sold a QP. You know, like they're gonna come after fucking terrorists. And
I
shit.
mean,
they're
I
not
guess.
gonna waste
I
their
would
resources.
be thinking the most outlandish, dumb shit just so that they could come fuck with me.
No, but I
Like-
mean,
I don't think.
I
they
see what
would.
you're saying, but do
Just
we
the-
really want even less privacy? I mean, that like I think it was. I want to say it was like Jordan Peterson, but I could totally be wrong. Was talking about like freedom is fully based on privacy. If you have no privacy, you have no freedom.
That's true.
And this is America,
True.
land of the fucking free. And we're just going to give them everything, access to our fucking thoughts.
Yeah.
They already
Right.
have access to everything I say.
Yeah,
they already have access to everything I see. And now I'm going to give them access to everything I think.
Yeah.
Like, I literally
What more do
have
they
zero
want?
privacy at that point.
But would you
Zero.
trade? Would you trade that for the? So I believe the concept of the Neuralink is you just receive information. You don't hear it, you don't see it, you just receive that information. So instead of taking a fucking 7-month course on Calc 3, yeah, I mean it's actually like four months, a 4-month course on Calc 3. Would you rather just like receive that information right there? Like imagine how it's like a quantum computer. Sorry, little junk. Not actually.
Quantum mechanics.
Just it was a shot getting to me.
Quantum.
I mean, imagine how far we could get with being able to receive that much information. Like, would you?
Personally, yes, I would opt out. I'd rather have my privacy.
I think that I would sacrifice my privacy just because I'm not
For the
doing
betterment of
anything
mankind.
super illegal. Yeah, I mean, it's like imagine how far we could get. I don't know. I mean, who knows where that would lead? But
Well, then make it not internet based, and I'll be about it.
yeah,
If I can't like talk to you through my head, like
see, that's
know what I mean?
that's the concept.
I don't want that.
That's
But
the
see, my
concept.
thing-
But
like-
because now it's internet based. If we have that connection,
Yeah.
now it can go everywhere.
Anybody could hack that.
Exactly.
That's true.
Imagine if someone hacked your brain.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then
Yeah, there's a lot of ethics.
now
to be,
I would be down
considered.
because I've heard of it like fixing paralyzation and stuff.
yeah, that too. I think that's the initial goal of it.
So if it's not internet based, they can still do that because that's
Yeah.
all internal.
I'm
That's
all for the
Yeah.
good of that
landline.
shit.
Right.
That's basically landline. Like I'm down for that. But if it gets to a point that I'm able to access databases and shit through my fucking skull, like not a fucking chance. I would not give up
With
that.
great power comes great responsibility.
And I would never let my kids do it either, and I
Oh
hope they
my
wouldn't let
God.
their kids do it.
I wouldn't do that shit.
I'd rather my bloodline die off. I don't want to live in that.
But see, like the brain, I'm pretty sure is the one organ in our body that we don't know. Like we know the
we barely
least.
know shit about
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we know the least information about that.
We know a lot about
Well,
it. I shouldn't
obviously
say
we know.
don't
Well, we
shit,
know more
but-
now. Like
Yeah.
obviously we know shit about it, but like as opposed to like your heart or like your kidneys, liver,
Because your
anything
brain's
else,
kind of
like-
the one thing that like seriously evolves. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, yeah.
your heart's always just your heart. It's just pumping
Mhm.
blood.
Mhm.
You know, and same with like your muscles and your liver and yada yada yada. But your brain, I mean, person to person, every time you have a kid, that kid's brain's a little better than yours was. In a way.
perhaps,
In a way, yeah.
unless you have a stupid spouse.
It's just such a unique thing that we just haven't.
Great.
It's kind of similar. I would honestly consider it the same as like our oceans. Like we've explored more of
I
our
like that connection.
solar system than we have the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
So like that's the same thing like with our human body system. Like we've discovered a lot of things that go on internally. However, we don't know everything, and at least like we probably know maybe like 10-20% of what the brain does.
Probably
if
more than that.
if that. Like
No,
genuinely
probably
if-
more than that.
You think so?
Yeah, I heard that was
Or-
a myth.
or
that
what it
we-
is-
No, I heard it was a myth that we could only access like 1% of our brain power.
It's 10. It was like the
Well, I heard that whatever that low number was.
Well, see that
Yeah.
goes that goes to back.
I
to
heard
our
that
kind of-
apparently we use like something like 92%.
See,
some
that
shit
goes
like
back. That goes back to like our whole kind of like conspiracy thing, though. Like, what, like, they're telling us, oh yeah, you know, we don't know shit about the brain, but like, really, like, you don't know, anything
like
about the brain,
those kept secrets.
like type, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I truly
Mhm.
believe there's like a cure for cancer. Like, there's a cure
Oh,
for
bro.
everything out there, as I'm sure everyone fucking believes.
Maybe not everything, but most.
Really?
Probably.
I don't believe that.
I don't think everything. We're not, bro. You're giving humans too much credit. Like we just started driving cars, like what, like 80 years ago.
But the thing is,
Was it?
but look at
Yeah.
those, look at those
Probably.
cars that we were driving 80 years ago to the cars we drive
Yeah,
now.
no,
Like,
it's been
Tesla's literally
exponential.
a car that drives itself.
It's been
type shit.
exponential,
So, I mean,
but like when you look at medical, like
we
they
have
still,
Google Maps. Like,
medical still does a lot of shit wrong, and
Oh,
a lot of
yeah,
shit
100%.
barbaric.
Yeah.
Like with where we are, like because we live so comfortably, we think that everything else is just as good as the comfort things we have, but it's not.
yeah.
Mhm.
You know, I'd say computers have come a shit ton of a long way, but our general like understanding of like medicine and everything is still pretty like mediocre.
Yeah,
honestly.
that's true. That's true.
And
I don't know.
like they're different realms of technology. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this type of tech, like the cameras and the sound and the computers, like the reason that blows up so quick is because it makes a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Medical will make money even if it sucks because you need it.
That is true.
It's gonna make the buck either way, and it actually makes more money when it sucks. So they don't really care to progress it very quickly. So yeah, I mean, I would say I wouldn't be surprised if they're hiding some of the cures to like cancers and stuff. It definitely wouldn't surprise me, but
They hide it because of this.
But yeah, exactly.
It's all money
But I also
thing.
don't
it all
think.
comes down to the
Yeah.
money.
But I also don't think it's like necessarily like should be a given that they have it, just because medical science is just honestly like subpar compared to where it should be.
Yeah.
If they put as much attention to medical science as they do to like computer science,
Social media, influencing
media,
us, all
computer
that
science,
bullshit
yeah,
that they
yeah.
feed
It would be
us.
Algorithms.
Yeah, exactly.
it'd be so much further.
We're all focused on the wrong things.
Oh, that's for
Like,
sure.
that's-
But
yeah.
but we're focused on where the money's at. That's why. And medical, like I said, makes money regardless.
Which is crazy that
You don't need it to
that
be
is
better.
where the money is at. You know, like we made it that way as like as a whole, as a collective. The money is in the social media, like in particular right now. Like it's crazy how we've gotten to that point where that's where the money is and not where like the health and the benefits.
But there's a
and, like,
reason
all
for that because the
For sure.
general populace, like on a day-to-day basis, is going to use all of those things.
Well,
so
it's a
that's
way to
where the most money
control.
goes.
It's a way to
and it's a way to
control.
control for sure. Whereas medical, like you only need it when you need it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not a daily commodity.
Yeah.
You know what I
exactly.
mean? Until they make it one with addictive drugs. but
And yeah.
but it's not like it's not like everybody's going to use their phone every day. Everybody's going to use a computer every day. So that's where a lot of the attention and money is just going to be like invested into. But yeah, medical really does need to tighten the fuck up. I think there's a lot of things that's just kind of ridiculous that it still sucks.
Yeah. It is crazy to think that we have evolved this much and yet, just like you said, like
Medicine is not
just-
keeping up.
Yeah, like at
It's
all.
not keeping up.
But it's all a money game. Like, have you guys seen who was the guy that raised the there's a Hulu documentary on him. The guy that raised the price on that one specific pill. Was it the
yeah,
insulin
it was
thing or
AIDS. No, it was AIDS.
Oh, that's what it was? Yeah. I don't remember.
He's in jail now.
Yeah, the guy that bought like the Wu-Tang album. All
Yeah,
that shit.
that, it was AIDS.
I didn't
Like-
see that.
Oh, you haven't seen that? Dude,
Basically, he
great
bought
watch. Yeah.
bought the AIDS formula, I guess, and like he owned all the rights, and he just jacked up the price, like
a
stupidly jacked
fucking
it up. And like
asshole.
people were dying because
like
of how
a
high he jacked it
fucking
up.
asshole. Fuck that guy.
No, yeah, he's a piece of shit. I think he's actually out of jail now, though,
Yeah, fuck him.
or he's coming up on it.
Fuck that guy.
He was only like 20 something too. I think when he did that, he was just like a crypto. I mean, he not
20-year-old
crypto guy.
fucking asshole. Fuck that dude.
He wasn't.
Crypto of the boomers.
Yeah, crypto the boomers basically. Like he
Yeah,
was
help
whatever
those
whatever that get rich quick for those guys were back then. That's what he did. Got a shit ton of money, and then he
Ponzi
started
scheme.
buying. Yeah, I think it was
No.
something like that,
But
stock
he-
related or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
But he got his money that way, and then used it to buy the Wu-Tang album, and never released it. Right, that was like one of
No.
his things.
Well, actually, no. Yeah, he did. He did.
He did release
released
it, but he
yeah,
got
yeah.
all the royalties off of it. Right, like he made all the money.
So what I saw was Wu-Tang did an auction for one album that like this was the only album, and I'm pretty sure it sold for $2 million. He bought the shit for $2 million and then live streamed it while he was playing it. So like he went on Instagram or whatever, live streamed it and was playing the album, and then that was kind of like the bigger thing about it. Like what people didn't like, it didn't really make sense. Like you spent $2 million on a very rare album from a very infamous rap group, and then you just fucking stream. I mean, you bought it, you know what I'm saying? Do
Yeah, to be fair,
do
do
with
what you
it,
want,
yeah,
yeah.
do with it what you want. But yeah, he raised the price, and then yeah, he got into some sort of legal trouble, I think, from doing that, from raising. It was some he didn't pay his taxes or some bullshit like that. He wasn't paying or. But yeah, it's a really good watch. You should definitely check it out. It's interesting.
I will.
And I'm pretty sure it's to this day, it's still like that same price. It's still,
What's it called?
it was the,
Wu-Tang.
oh,
AIDS
the
guy.
documentary?
Yeah.
It's like
I
the
don't know
guy,
the name
it's
of
like
the
the
doc.
guy's name. I'm pretty
I
sure.
can tell you in a second. Keep
I was
talking.
gonna say. Thank you, Jamie. But yeah,
Jamie.
I was just in my room one day. I was bored. I'm like, you know what? Because I love documentaries. dude.
Yeah,
Like, that's my
same.
shit. So I was like, you know what? Let me check this out. Let me see what they're talking about. And the dude's just like, it's kind of, what was it? The Fire Festival. He's kind of like a guy like that.
Oh,
Like,
I
kinda
saw that
like
one.
one of those douchebags. Yeah, he
What was that? Like the best night of your.
might not be.
I know
a good-
you're talking about.
Might not be a good correlation, but kind of similar.
Mark Shkreli.
Yeah, that's his. Yeah, the Mark's. It's like the Mark Skrelly story or something.
Doesn't look like what you'd expect, right? It looks
No,
like
yeah, he looks like a fucking
door.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
If you
Like
can
Norman
see
Bates
that,
head ass.
That's why. Yeah,
Martin Shkreli is his name. If you want to look
he
him
was
up.
honest. He was like
He's 40 now.
He was like 6'9", dude. Like he was happy to like be like the public enemy that like no one liked.
Oh, yeah, he
and
loved
got
it.
Hate. Yeah, bro. He would get hate all the time, and
He was like a Jake Paul of the business world.
damn near, but a bigger dick.
Not Tate.
And he
Or
definitely
Tate
can't.
of
He
the
definitely
business
can't
world.
box either.
Oh well, except he didn't have good views and Tate does. But. Which
Gotcha.
perfect way to circle back because we all we talked about was his jail shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
at the end of the
not
day,
even
with,
the
with,
intent.
with the jail stuff, like all I have to say about that, I mean, like I said, I'm not a lawyer. I don't really understand fully why it would be illegal to coerce someone into working for you, considering every company in the world does it. This just happens to revolve around sex, and considering how sex positive we are with OnlyFans, I don't see why it's a big fucking deal. But either way, like I also don't understand the full gravity of it. There could be more stuff underneath, like of what I'm seeing. As far as I've seen, it's just about the coercion of getting them to work in front of the camera for him, and then he gets part of their profits. But
Interesting.
we're going down that route. As far as Tate goes, I will say, now, what are you guys' opinion on Tate? Because we know mine. I'm generally a supporter. I agree with probably 75 to 85% of what he says. I think he can definitely go off the walls every now and then.
Yeah.
I don't agree with every practice he does in life, but I agree with the mentality behind his practices, I should say. For example, and I did say this example on our first shooting of this, I don't agree with polygamy, but I agree that if somebody is into polygamy, they should set those boundaries and have their partner stay within them. And that is what Tate kind of preaches. He doesn't say you should be polygamous. He says you should have your own set of standards and your partner should follow those as well. He also really enforces masculinity, which I'm a big fan of. I'm in the gym. I'm trying to make money all the time. I want to have a good time. I don't think I should be crucified for wanting to be a fit, healthy individual. And, honestly speak the truth as far as the risks of being overweight. With this fat shaming stuff, I don't think I'm fat shaming you by telling you that your heart is at risk by you being 100 pounds overweight. You're just simply overweight and you could die from it. And also this whole beautiful at any size, that's just, sorry. It's just not true. Generally speaking, I understand that people have taste and there are going to be people out there that like the bigger woman and the bigger man, men included. I mean, if you have a dad bod, get your shit right.
Hey, don't shame the dad bods.
I'm shaming the dad bods. VCF coaching. Anyway, I think that you should strive to be the best human you can be. Now,
Agreed.
like I said, there are people out there that dig bigger women. There are people out there that dig dad bods. And if that's what you're into, yeah, you're into it. That's cool. But you can't deny the health repercussions of those things. And I think you're ignorant to do so. And I feel like Tate's message, a lot of it is just setting your boundaries, being a fit individual, because it makes you a better individual. Generally speaking, you're going to be a better mood. You're not going to be as depressed. One of the best, sorry to dive down the fitness rabbit hole, but once again,
speak your piece, man.
I'm a personal trainer. If you, I heard this quote, I think he was on the Joe Rogan podcast, but I don't remember who it was, who said it. I can just remember the quote. He said that when you drive around in a Ferrari, you're borrowing the status of that Ferrari. It's only cool while you're in it, and you only have the status of that Ferrari while you're driving it. When you are fit, jacked, in shape, you're walking around in a Ferrari 24/7. So
Damn,
Your body is your best billboard.
fire. Your body's a
Exactly.
temple, man.
exactly. And so I think it can build
I like
extreme
that quote, man.
confidence.
You need to find who.
Yeah, I need to find that. But he, I mean, he preaches just being at your best, and being at your best, part of that is being healthy. And typically, if you have a very good physique, you're probably a pretty healthy individual. And making a lot of money. And obviously, once again, like Tate doesn't say you need to be a billionaire. He's saying make a lot of money for you. If you're somebody that you're happy with the white picket fence and a middle-class house, then just make enough money to have that. He's saying make the amount of money you need to sustain the lifestyle you want. And I just feel like a lot of people misinterpret his message. They think that he's saying you got to be rich, you got to fuck a shit ton of bitches, you got to dedicate your life to fitness, can't do this, can't do that, yada, yada, yada. He's literally just saying, like, for the things you want out of life, max out everything you need to do to get there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I just feel like that's where he gets misconstrued a lot, is because he's an extremist himself,
Mm-hmm.
you know, in the sense of that he has multiple partners, he has billions of dollars, he's in incredible shape, yada, yada, yada. I think because he fits all those, they think that he's preaching the world should fit all those.
Yeah.
But really, he's preaching to set your life around what you want it to be and max out every stat that you need max to the point to get you to that point.
Yeah.
That's something I definitely agree with, is always having that growth mentality, always wanting to better yourself. But I don't think you need to agree with everything somebody says to like them as a person or to like appreciate what they have to say. I think that's like a huge problem with what we live in nowadays. If you say one thing incorrectly, you're immediately canceled.
Exactly.
And like nobody will listen to anything you have to say. Like I definitely do not agree with everything Andrew Tate says, but I think that he does have a lot of valid points. And I love what he really doesn't do anything for me as like a woman, you know, like he really doesn't. I think
he's for the men.
yeah.
I was just about to say not to know, but yeah, he's definitely, I feel like his message is definitely directly towards men. Like,
yeah, and bettering
I want you
yourself
to finish,
as a
but I
man.
have a point on that.
mhm.
But I mean, honestly, even as a woman, I can take some of that stuff with a grain of salt and be like, yeah, you know what? I should be bettering myself every single day. Like I should be in the gym. I should be maximizing my ways of income, even though that's not. I think he's more of like the have your woman be like a stay at home type situation. But like you said, he's like, take what you want and maximize that. And even though I'm not a man, like I can still do that. And I work on that every day. And I think that's one of those good motivating, whenever I see him on my YouTube shorts saying one of those like really nice motivating pieces, I'm like, you know what? I will go to the fucking gym today. I will fucking do that. You're right.
Yeah,
I feel like you're one of the rare human beings and respectfully females that actually understands that message, which is exactly why I like Tate, because he is all about like self-improvement, like kind of like that alpha male mentality. He's not going to sugarcoat shit. Like kind of like what you said, like, you know, people prefer overweight people. Some people don't. But like at the end of the day, it's best. Like you got to understand too, if like you're overweight, respectfully, there's ins and outs with that, genetics, shit like that, you know, things that you've gone through. We understand that. But those people also have to understand that if you're going to be that weight, you're going to be scrutinized against. Like same with like any other minority, difference of sex, shit like that. Like you just have to understand, like if you're going to step in that realm, if you're going to be in that different category, like you're going to unfortunately be scrutinized. Now, again, with that being said, I'm not saying people that are fit or aren't, you know, that like they should, like those people get scrutinized too. Like everybody gets fucking scrutinized. You know what I mean? Like there is not one person, race, sex, anything under the sun that does not get just like scrutinized, you know, disrespected, shit like that. Like everybody goes through their own shit in their own certain ways. Like
That's very true.
kind of got off track, but yeah.
No, I see what you're saying. Oh shit! I lost my train of thought. I said I wanted you to finish what were you
All
saying.
right, so
Because I was talking. Oh, my bad.
no, you're good.
I had said that Tate's not, or he is kind of for the men. But
And then you said the female thing.
yeah.
So it's actually funny. There's actually quite a bit of women that agree with Tate, and I've been seeing it popularized on social media a bit lately. I mean, I'm sure that there's a large community of chicks that believe that they're pick-me girls that like Tate, but honestly, it seems to me most of them are high-value women. I mean, I haven't seen like unattractive woman say, or I haven't seen an unattractive woman support Tate.
Yeah, exactly.
But I've seen unattractive women love Tate.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So, or no, sorry.
I
Other
was
way
like,
around.
wait a second.
I've seen
that's-
attractive
going with
women.
that.
I've seen attractive women love Tate, but I've never seen an unattractive woman love Tate.
Okay.
Okay, that made sense. All right, cool.
Yeah.
I knew you were going with that.
Yeah. So, I think there's something to be said about that. I feel like a lot of it's insecurity. You know, I mean, I feel like if you're out of shape and uncomfortable in your body, like just rather than sit there and be like, I need a therapist to tell me, and don't get me wrong, I love therapy. I've been to therapists myself,
Therapy's great.
and they can be great for you, but there are definitely a lot of sugar-coated therapists out there these days, and a lot of them are like teaching these people instead of like getting the mentality to better myself and become better, rather just accept who you are. And you shouldn't accept who you are if who you are isn't who you want to be.
Right.
Exactly.
I think you should be trying to change the things about yourself that you don't like, and then you'll like yourself more.
And that's
and
what
you'll be a better
Tate's
individual
main
because of
message
it.
is, in my opinion. At least that's how I interpret his message as.
Exactly. And You said something about, or someone said something about Tate being like, you know, for the men, right?
Yeah, probably.
And I think that's really important right now with the way masculine men are kind of getting stepped on these days, where like
toxic masculinity.
Yeah, and there is a realm of toxic masculinity, and I actually had a conversation with a coworker about this the other day.
It's like, don't be a douchebag.
Yeah, definitely don't be a douche. And like, what I don't think people understand is the people that are your quote unquote toxic masculine men, they're typically very insecure men and they're overcompensating.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, like a true masculine man, you know, he follows his values, yada yada yada. He's respectful to women. I don't like The Rock.
What?
But sorry, that's a whole nother conversation.
We'll get that later.
That's a whole nother podcast. We can talk about that when Kyle's on, because Kyle hates him too. I would love to dive into
Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock.
But so I just feel like we're in a culture right now where masculine traits are being looked at as toxic masculine traits, and there is toxic masculine traits like guys that look down upon women, guys that like I was talking to this guy the other day, and like he was saying how like men just don't take women seriously. Like, women will go to say something and they just like brush it off or whatever. And it's like, those are insecure men. Those aren't masculine men. Those are overcompensating men. They think that women are trash because they hate themselves and they can't get a woman. Like,
yeah, I see that.
Like, so there definitely is a realm of toxic masculinity, but I just think that the media and the general public is really taking what is just a normal masculine trait and calling it toxic, such as being fit or making a lot of money, yada yada yada, grinding. Like they're trying to say these are toxic masculine traits, and I just think they're good masculine traits, if anything. So yeah, and do we want to get into like the dichon, like kind of get our own opinions out there on the dichotomy between men and women? We did it on the first part a little bit.
Let's jump in.
Here we go.
First.
So
it's not that touchy.
So who wants to start this? I started the table. You want to start this, Bailey?
I don't even know where to start.
Just ask me some questions.
All right.
Maybe what? How about I'll start with. I kind of want to start with the financial thing we got into.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I, on our first go around of this, sorry to make it sound, it's just hard to talk about this like purely authentically without mentioning that we've already talked about it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We did.
It feels a little weird to try to sit here and act like we didn't fucking talk about it. So like as far as like making money and everything goes, I had the argument. I actually kind of picked this up. I've always kind of thought this that the man should be like the primary breadwinner in like a couple. Now I'm not saying it can't work the other way. I just think, according to divorce statistics, 90% of the time it doesn't work the other way.
Yeah.
But I will say, and somewhere I slipped up last time and didn't get to say, that I'm not saying women can't make a ton of money. Women can feel free to make as much money as they want to make. My argument is that the guy needs to make at least the same, if not a little bit more, for that relationship to stay healthy. Yeah. So, for example, I really want to give an analogy here, or like, I guess not an analogy, but like a situation example or whatever you want to call that. But an analogy. I don't think it's an analogy, but
if you're comparing something, it's analogous.
Okay, so let's call it that then. So if you got a girl making $1 million a year and she's with a guy making $50,000 a year, let's say the guy's a great freaking guy. He's awesome, right? He's super nice to you. He loves you. He's loyal, yada, 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 does everything you want him to do. Checks every box except you make more money than him by a decent margin.
Landslide.
Well, that's apparently a landslide. We can even make it
millions.
We can close the gap a little bit. We can call it $1,200,000. All right. Now here's the thing. I feel like a lot of, well, I don't even feel like I guess I feel like, but I feel like.
What do you feel, Vince?
I feel like a lot of women, like one of the attractive qualities of a man is what he can bring to the table for you.
Yeah.
And so if you're a $1 million woman and you're dating a $200,000 man, you can provide, you have a certain criteria of a lifestyle you want to live, right? You're making $1 million and this is the life that you can live with $1 million, but you got to pay for, like, you got to do the things so that he can live that life with you. Now, let's say you're out and about. Let's say you're not married, because we don't want to go down the married cheating rabbit hole here. But let's say you're not married. You're just in a very close relationship with this person. Like you've been dating for years or whatever. You're making $1 million. He's making $200,000. Now you meet a guy that's making $2 million. All right, this guy that's making 2 million has all the same fucking qualities as the guy that's making 200,000, except now he can show you things that you can't show yourself. He can now provide you new experiences that you can't provide yourself because he makes way more money. He can now carry his own weight. You don't need to carry that man for him. And mainly the real thing is that he can provide. He can like you're making $1 million a year. Maybe you can afford to have a vacation home in Miami, but he has a vacation home in France. He can take you to France. You know what I mean? And not even a vacation home. He just fucking lives in France sometimes. Like this guy is balling. He can take you anywhere you want to go, whenever the fuck you want to do it. And this guy making 200,000, you were the one taking him places. You were the one giving him things. He wasn't providing you that experience value. You see what I'm saying? And that's kind of what I really wanted to get to. It's not that a woman shouldn't make a ton of money or can't. It's more so that I just feel like the man has to make more for the relationship to be healthy. That way the man is still providing something to the woman that the woman can't provide for herself.
Right. So from a woman's perspective on that, I mean, honestly, I don't know if this sounds shallow or if this is just typical, but I would prefer that he makes more money than I do. But at this moment in time, I'm not making $2 million a year. Not even close to that. And so I think if I was, I mean, I don't even know what the case would be if I was making that type of money, but like I've talked about this with my boyfriend. Like if I win, I'm rich because that's my plan. I want to be an independent woman, want to make my own bread, want to be very independent and be able to, buy my own fucking yacht if I want to.
Exactly.
We've talked about it. I'd be like, yeah, we have kids and whatever. I'd be down for you to be a stay-at-home dad, take care of the fort and provide at home if you, and whatever. But I think what the most important thing is that they still have that growth mentality, which maybe not unfortunately, but I think that still comes with making a lot of money. Like if you truly have that mentality, you're going to be making a lot of money regardless.
Yeah.
But like for your situation, let's just say I'm making $2 million a year and my counterpart is making $200,000 a year. I think that like, let's just say I'm working my ass off and he's taking care of shit at home. If he's still able to provide that, because at that point it's our money. It's not. If you're really tied in with somebody like that, even if you're not married, it's our money. And if you're still able to, like, let's just say, I'm making this bread, but you provide like a wonderful trip to Hawaii or, I've always wanted to go to Bali. you plan out, because you heard me say that a million times. You plan out this trip for like my birthday or anniversary, just a fucking random weekend getaway or week, whatever the fuck. I think that's still a way of providing. I think there's so many different ways you could provide rather than fiscally.
Can I have it?
Of course.
So, but he can't provide you anything you can't provide yourself. You could take yourself to Hawaii.
I could.
Whereas this 2 millionaire guy, like if the guy that's making say twice as much as you make, with all the same qualities as the other guy, can now take you places you couldn't go. Like maybe you could go to France, right? But maybe you couldn't get to the certain rooms in France.
Right.
Maybe he knows people.
That would be another thing too. If he's
take
very
you places that you can't take yourself.
Exactly. He knows people, has connections.
And most time, if you have that much money, you have connections. You have to have. You can't have that much money without having some sort of connections.
Yeah.
So, I think that's something to consider. Like he can give you experiences and take you places and do things with you and probably provide a higher level of confidence because he knows he's the breadwinner. Whereas there's always going to be a little insecurity as a man if you're making less than your woman. I can say that. Yeah. My ex was making more money than me. And it was always something that I was like, I got to catch the fuck up. You know what I mean? So, if you get a guy that's making more money, not only is he able to provide you more things that you can't provide yourself specifically. Yeah. But he also is going to have another level of confidence. He's not going to have that chip on his shoulder that, my wife or girlfriend.
I mean, but like, I think he should be confident enough in himself to where little petty shit like that doesn't matter.
It's not petty shit though in the man world. It's status. We've talked about this.
Yeah. Okay.
Status is one of the most important things for a strong man.
I feel like everything is all relative too. It depends.
There's
people.
I was going to ask you. I feel like you haven't said your piece. Oh no,
because that's what I was going to say. I mean, it's all relative. What you guys are saying is great points, but at the end of the day, it's all like it's funny because you both kind of have the exact same idea. It's just switch. Like you're saying the man should, be the breadwinner and all that, but you want to be the breadwinner. So it's
No, that's not what she's saying.
well,
She's saying she even said at the beginning that she would prefer a man make more money. But she
really?
could.
I would.
She could go the other way.
I
would-
thought you were saying that you want to make them
No, she's saying that she's saying once she gets that much money, she thinks that it won't matter. I think it still will.
That's true.
That's
It's like
really the
the
only
Nick.
difference.
What's it called?
I
The
missed that
the
part.
what treadmill? There's like this theory in psychology. It's Nick will pull it up, but it's where you're just never happy. Like you think, oh, once I accomplish this, but
Exactly. And that, I feel like that's how it goes in relationships too.
hedonic treadmill.
Hedonic treadmill.
Hedonic
I think I've
treadmill.
heard of that. But and I think that goes like tenfold with finances. I mean, just based on the rates out there that say that 90% of marriages where the woman makes more money end in
Yeah.
divorce. 90. That is
But-
not a small number.
it makes sense
I
though,
wonder
because a
why
man
that
probably
is.
does not feel like you were saying, like they don't.
But not even that, but even the man, yeah, he definitely is insecure about it. Like
Mhm.
90% of
So
90%
that's
of them
probably
are.
what leads to like arguments and stuff. while
Yeah.
they're
Well,
divorced.
also-
When he feels bitchy,
yeah,
then
that's what I'm saying.
he starts acting like poopy
Because
baby.
the
Then
female-
she gets
because the woman
bitchy,
in
and
the
then it's like,
relationship,
Well,
knows
also-
that they're making more money. So
But also
that-
keep in mind the other way around. Like the woman definitely loses some
'Cause-
level of sex appeal in a
Same
man
thing.
that is less up to her level. She's now dating down, whereas usually men date down. Like that's what we're known for. Men are willing to fucking date down. Women only fuck the same or up,
yeah,
and date
true.
the same or up.
Yeah,
They don't date down. Like you're not going to see. Rarely you're going to see a 10 woman with a 5 man unless that man's got a lot of money, because now that
I was
money just made him a
about to
10.
say, I
You
was-
see what I'm saying? Because
Touche.
money holds that attractive
The
value.
value.
but
Yeah.
what about like true love?
But no, but
We're
here,
not talking about
but
that.
no, genuinely, no. We kind of are in a sense. I think that
No,
all
I was
factors
joking.
need to be in place for
Yeah.
love, and that includes success and finance.
Yeah,
Like being able to provide for a
because you're
woman.
not gonna be in love forever. I mean, you'll love that person forever, but like in love, I feel like it's a short.
in love is
Short
come and
phase.
go. No,
Yeah.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
a phase. I think it comes and goes. You'll go through
Yeah.
times where you're really like the sparks are flying and you're in love, and you'll go through times where you're not. And honestly, this is a whole nother conversation, but I think you can almost turn it on and off.
Yeah,
But that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
But genuinely, like I just think that like even if we're talking in love, all that stuff, like part of being in love is having all of the qualities that attract you to
Yeah.
that person, and,
Yeah.
and it just so happens that
Money is-
really not money, but provision, being able to provide
Yeah.
right.
is that quality. And in our society, money is
And
the
if
thing
you're
that
a man
allows
and
you to
have
do that.
all that money, then yeah, kind of
And-
full access to
exactly.
doing all
And
that.
you're just like I'm not a woman, so I can't say it specifically, but based on the statistics and based on how society has worked for since the beginning of time,
Mhm.
like women are attracted to a man that provides more than they're able to provide for themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I honestly concur.
Damn, I killed that shit. Thank
But-
God we didn't upload the first one. I choked.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
honestly,
shit was a little
the way you
rough.
Said all that was a lot better. Than
Yeah,
I must say though, as a woman, and I can definitely speak this for a lot of different women, like particularly most of my friends, confidence is most important.
Yeah.
And typically confidence comes with having that body, having that bread, having all these different things. But if you can have confidence in who you are without being like, those guys who are like super cocky for
Egotistical.
absolutely no reason.
confidence
Like, you
and
don't
ego
have
are
you don't
different.
have body, you don't have money. Like, not that those are the only things that matter, but like
funny is important as fuck.
funny is
Be
so
funny.
important. Oh my god, I can't date a man who's not funny. Love you. My boyfriend's very funny, so that's fortunate. But
Boom.
Gotta be funny.
that's important. That's very important. But I mean, these things that come, you have to be confident. That's key number one. And so you don't need to have money to be confident.
You don't need
But
to.
I think that when you have a lot of money, I don't think you have another option. You are confident
yeah.
because you're like,
Because
oh well,
you have all that money.
I might not be
Well-
that funny, I might not be that good looking, but I have this money.
I
so
will
can
say
do what I
I've
want.
met rich and secure guys. It definitely happens.
Really?
Like I'm not saying that rich gives you the ultimate power to getting all pussy. You need to
No, it
you
doesn't.
need to have the
So for a
trifecta.
Personality.
You need a couple of checks, but
Yeah.
no, they're definitely
Really
rich and secure guys.
I've
out
never
there.
met one. I don't.
I've
think.
met multiple working at the place that I work at. Like there's a lot of rich guys that walk in there and they are sad.
see it, yeah.
They're sad.
Oh,
You
that's
know
un-
they're sad.
that's sad. That's sad to hear.
Yeah. Because like you said, it's not all that. They need
Yeah.
to be able to talk. Like there's rich
That's
guys,
what's
bro.
about
Think
that.
about some of the guys like once again, like paying for girls like to fly them out to their place or paying for pussy all the time.
Mhm.
Like that's because they suck at getting it for real. So they're insecure in that sense. They can't get it themselves, so they gotta buy it.
That's
you know?
crazy. Which also goes to show that just because you have money doesn't just mean.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I just think that all the other stuff is a lot easier.
Yeah.
I think that money's the hardest box to check
Off.
I think
It
confidence
is.
is super easy. I mean, I'm confident as shit, and I don't got a shit ton of money. Like just based on like the gym and my mentality and what I do, and like where I know I'm gonna be one day, I can have some level of confidence. But like. Just having money doesn't necessarily guarantee you a nice body. It doesn't guarantee you a sense of humor. It doesn't guarantee you the way. I mean, a lot of guys are rich because all they did was sit in their room and work for 2 years. So then they go out into the social field and they're like, I don't know how to
sunlight.
Yeah, I don't know how to talk to a woman. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, not no offense, crypto nerds, but like crypto nerds. But like, I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, like some people have a lot of money but just have no idea how to talk to a woman. So I don't think money.
Any human for that matter.
I just think money's the hardest box to check. Like you can get a fit bod and be broke. You know what I mean? You can.
Oh,
you can be. You can be funny and be broke.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that if you have money, it'll be easier to get fit because now you don't have to worry about making money all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can just focus on getting fit. Like
I think being funny is more important than having a nice body.
Honestly, I would say so.
Yeah.
No,
Honestly.
that's definitely.
Like,
I mean,
because-
to an extent, you don't want to.
Yeah, no.
But-
that and personality. Like
Personality.
I think personality.
that's my
correlates.
biggest. At least
Personality
personally.
is humor. You know what I mean? Like humor, confidence, those just intertwine into personality.
Yeah, touche.
But like. Yeah, no, for sure. But it needs to be somewhat of a balance.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? You
Agreed.
can't be like fucking 400 pounds, but you're funny as shit. You know what I mean?
I don't think at that point it would be as funny as it would be if you were like a little bit more attractive. You know what I mean?
No, it's
Weird how they're all intertwined in a way.
I've met some ginormous, hilarious people that'll have me on the floor pissing my pants. But there's no woman out there that's like thinking, man, I can't wait to hop on that train.
I mean,
there's
some out there. Bro.
there's some,
It's crazy though, 'cause-
but I'm generalizing.
No, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it is crazy when you see like a fucking 15 with a fat motherfucker, and it's like, what am I doing wrong? Bro?
It's
then
funny.
you hear him
most of the
talking,
time.
it's like,
Oh, he's hilarious.
you're
And
like,
he's got
yeah.
bread. But I feel like every guy has to check like 2 of the 3 boxes. Like
what
if
I'm
we're
saying,
talking,
yeah.
there's only 3. They got to hit money and body, or they got to hit money and funny.
Funny.
Well, money and body.
Humor
with
or
a half check.
personality.
You always need to be funny.
Yeah. That's so important. So important.
It's so important.
It definitely helps.
Like,
it definitely helps.
It helps a ton.
Yeah.
Because if you can make a girl laugh, you can conversate all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's where pickup game kind of dies, is when you stop talking. Once you hit a point,
Or when you're just sitting there like,
I think I'm funny. I don't think I'm fucking hilarious. And let me say, there are tiers to being funny. Like, and we've talked about this.
We
like,
did.
Like,
I just really wanted to say.
there's people that aren't funny at all. There's people that are funny,
That's fine.
and there's people that are fucking hilarious. I'd put myself at funny. I'm not. I
So,
mean,
on
I
a
will
scale
make
of
you
1
piss your
to
pants.
3,
1 to
right?
3.
whoa,
Let's make it 1 to
not
10.
funny, and hilarious. That's what you said.
Yeah, I'm funny.
Scale 3.
Yeah, I'm on 2.
I think I want 2 as well. I think Brayden, you're like 2.5.
2.5 at least.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. 2.5. 2.5.
I try to be.
But but when we have my boy Kyle on, that boy's a
Humbly, I
3.
was gonna say 2.
I ain't gonna lie, that boy's a 3 out of 3. My boy Kyle, I mean, unless he chokes up in front of the camera, but that boy has me pissing my pants
We'll
like
see.
all
I
the
can't
fucking
wait.
time.
I can't wait.
Now he has some pressure now.
Yeah, he definitely has pressure. Hopefully, he doesn't watch this before he hops on. Well, this won't be out yet before he
No.
hops on.
That's right.
good.
So Wednesday, right? This Wednesday, maybe?
We're posting this Wednesday.
What's the date of Wednesday?
We got too many interviews coming up, man. I gotta
Wednesday
actually make a
is
schedule.
May
I know.
24th.
I
like,
need a shared calendar.
I'm saying for
We do
real.
need that.
Honestly, yeah. Actually,
Google.
May
We do.
24th. Yeah,
May 24th. What's today? The 21st?
first. Yeah. Well, we don't really need to tell them
Jeez.
that this podcast comes out May 24th
Yeah.
because they're gonna see it.
it's dropping. It's dropping soon.
But no, it's definitely coming out.
I need to send my roommates their spreadsheets.
Anything else we want to hop into?
I did want to say this fun fact about humor. So, you guys have done some psychedelics in
Yes,
your
ma'am.
time. And so, you know,
Dabble.
that when you're on that type of substance,
Mm.
that just shit will make you pee your pants for no reason.
Oh.
Like I almost peed my pants one time from popcorn popping in the microwave.
Oh
I was like,
my
pop, 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 pop. And it was the funniest thing in the whole wide world. So I was just like, the next day I was just like, this is so weird. Like, why did that make me like laugh so hard? And so I did some research on it, and humor is like the human way of rationalizing something that's absurd. So like, and when you're on like a certain substance, everything is absurd. You're like, what's going on right now? Like everything's weird. Everything's weird.
Yeah,
but
that
like
makes sense.
in like just a general sense, when you're not on any substance, you laugh at shit. Like it's funny because it's weird. It's not funny because it's normal. Like this is just shit that happens every day. It's funny because it's weird. So I just thought that was a good fact.
Explains why I be laughing a lot.
Right. Like you laugh at fart jokes because like farting is not,
Uncomfortable.
although it's normal, it's not something
It's
we
like,
talk
bro,
about.
what?
And it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like when you said doo doo.
Yeah.
That was funny.
No, I said poo poo.
No, that was before the pod.
Oh wait, I said doo doo on the
You
pod?
said no.
You said doo-doo earlier.
You said
Oh yeah. I said I
said,
do.
I do.
Yeah, okay. I see what you're saying.
That's
Poo
funny.
poo before the pod.
And buddy, we're so happy you do, man. Golly.
Brayden, you've been a little quiet this pod. Anything you want to say to like before?
Nah,
wrap
I
up
was
Any
the pod?
fun facts?
I was letting y'all duke it out.
No, we had good stuff.
That's
going.
why I was
That's
just
good.
like, that's all I wanted to say with mine is that it's all relative. I mean,
for sure.
Indeed.
obviously you're gonna find somebody that, you know, wants a guy to be the breadwinner. There's gonna be females out there that want to be the breadwinner. Kind of that's really my, because I agree with both of y'all though, because at least, especially with what you were saying, like at least me personally being a guy, a male, like, you know, there is, I think at one point my ex was making more than me too,
And it sucks, right?
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it's
sucks.
It's like, like I don't know how I feel about that, but like not every guy feels that way. Like
Yeah.
what we were talking about on the other podcast, like there's a guy out there that'll be happy to just fucking mooch off of
I think she'll get sick of him eventually.
but that's what I'm saying. But to that same point,
Some
again,
girls
it's all,
know.
that's what I was gonna say.
I'm
Again,
sure they're out
it's-
there,
It's
but-
all
They are.
it's
But
all
once-
relative.
But once
Like,
again,
It is.
we got to talk about the
It's all
general
relative, baby.
population.
well, no, but yes, generally speaking,
Generally
yes.
speaking,
generally
yeah.
speaking, yes, I agree. If you're a female and you're making a shit ton of fucking money, even the same as being a male dude, and like you just see someone like they're either not doing anything. Obviously, generally speaking, yeah, I guess like besides the ins and outs and all that, like yeah, you're probably gonna get fucking sick of it. So that's why it's good that like you kind of, but again, like I said on the last one though, like it shouldn't be about financials, dude. Like it shouldn't, if you're with somebody, it's about, you know, them and you and your relationship.
But
If you
once
have-
again, like that takes me back to the point of
but
like
that's still my main
being
thing,
able to
though.
provide, being attractive.
But that's still, but either way, that's kind of my main point with all of that, though, is that even if you're not making a lot of money, and it doesn't matter who's making the money, if you're in a relationship, it's about that. It shouldn't be about money. Yes, obviously it all helps, but like at the end of the day, like it's about the relationship you guys have, how you handle it, how you move about it, and it shouldn't be, and honestly, genuinely speaking, and generally, it shouldn't be the guy is just because he's the breadwinner, he shouldn't have to be like paying for fucking everything. Like in my humble, like I and I'm not saying actually, yeah, I
I
give
can
a fuck.
agree with that,
I don't give
yeah.
a fuck. Yeah, if a guy shouldn't be like, there should be some sort of other weight being pulled, like, you know, like
no,
but
I
if
agree.
if you're a guy or female and you're making a shit ton of money and you decide, okay, hey, I don't care if like you kind of, I guess, essentially mooch off me, but like, you know, if you're not in that situation, then it leads to arguments, things like that.
But I will say, I definitely, I kind of want to hop on that point that you just said about like how the guy shouldn't have to pay every time. I agree with that, and especially in the sense of sometimes times get hard, so that's why you need those other strong points. Like that's what I'm saying. Money's not everything.
yeah, that was my main thing with all of that, is that like,
but like, what if the guy goes fucking bankrupt? Now is she just leaving him? You know what I mean? Like,
See,
so
and
that's why
what's
you
fucked,
need other strong values. You
that's
can't.
what brings me back to my thing about it's not about the money. You should have that person that's going to be there for you.
That
in that
core
situation,
foundation
for
needs
sure.
to fucking be there. That's 100% true. Because if times get hard and they leave you, then you pick the wrong chick.
No shit.
You know
No
what I mean? But
shit.
honestly, it's kind of on the guy in the way. You should have seen that
to an
coming.
extent, yeah.
But
I mean,
but
Some
in
people
a
treat you
way,
like a fucking fiddle.
yeah.
Again, we're generalizing.
We're generalizing, but
Which is hard to do
This is a very
nowadays.
hard subject to generalize.
but I will say
there's too many ins and outs with it.
when it comes to those hard times though, like another thing that kind of goes back to your character as a man, if you have that strong foundation with your woman, then she should know that you'll get yourself out of that hard time. Like let's say you hit a point where you were making like 10 million a year and now you're only making like 500,000. Like you can't sustain the lifestyle you once had anymore.
Of course.
But if you are a strong man and you've done it once and your partner can see that, like you need to make sure your partner can tell the man
Exactly,
you are that
yeah.
you will get back to where
Like
you were.
even if you had 10 million, she should still stay with you when you're at 500,000, 200,000. And then
Which is
because
still
once
a
you
shit ton of
because if
money.
Not
for
always
now.
though. Now, don't get me wrong. I think that a woman would have a right to bail
Yeah.
if like you're not fulfilling her needs anymore in that sense, and you're
Again,
not building back
We're
up.
generalizing.
Well,
now.
yeah, once
You're
again, we're
just
generalizing.
spiraling down.
Yeah, you're just spiraling downhill. Like you went from 500,000, now you're at
Yeah,
200,000.
that's
You go 200.
Like that's what I was gonna say. Like obviously,
depending.
depending on the reasonings behind why you went from 10 to fucking 500, that like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, yes,
yeah,
like that. that
So it definitely plays a factor, but I will say, like, you do want to make sure, like, for the guys out there, you want to make sure you're picking the right chick too, like that, and that you guys click well on a foundation level. That way, that if the money is ever gone, they're still going to be there,
Yeah.
because they believe you can get it back.
Oh, that's
Not
a
just
hard
because of that, but
topic.
the other stuff.
I've seen all these videos. I don't have social media, so I watch YouTube Shorts for my fixation, and I see a lot of these like gold digger videos, and it's like this guy will hit on this girl, and she'll be like, "Ew, now I'm good."
Oh yeah.
But then he'll be like, "All right then," and then he'll like get in his Ferrari or like Bugatti or whatever, and they'll come knocking on the window like, "Wait,
Oh yeah. I've
wait,
seen
baby,
those.
I'm sorry." It's just cloud of judgment.
no, yeah,
you know?
that's true gold digger shit right there. for
But it's crazy
Which we
because
don't
like,
support.
how do you not
Which is-
let on that like, oh yeah, I make $2 million a year? You know, like how do you not give that off?
Well,
like
it's
that?
okay to let that off. I don't think that's a problem. And honestly, that's the problem with those gold digger videos is I don't think there's a woman in the world that wouldn't turn around.
Wait,
if
do
they
you have
saw
a
them
problem?
hop in a Lambo.
Do you have a problem with gold diggers?
Unless she, pure-hearted gold diggers,
Yes.
yes. But women that expect financial support out of them.
Because I remember this is what we got into last time.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
did, we did.
Because
Women that expect like some sort of financial value out of a man, I don't see a problem with. Women
Mhm.
that purely are only with a man for that financial value, that is a problem.
Interesting.
but doesn't that kind of go hand in hand with what you were saying though?
Not at all. Did you not hear what I just said?
No, but I'm saying because weren't you saying the guy should strive to be like the breadwinner?
Yes. But she shouldn't be with him just because of that. Did you not hear the part where I said confidence, humor, personality, fit body?
No, yeah.
Like there's still other boxes that need to be checked. If she's only with him for that one
Oh, I
box,
see.
that's a problem.
Okay, it just clicked. I
But
got you.
if that's one of the boxes that she needs, I think
Okay,
that's fair.
I got you.
I
You
think
think
that's totally fair.
expected financial support is normal?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, 100%. You shouldn't, and obviously age matters too. If you're 21, you know, the criteria is a little lower. Or 19, 18.
Into you strictly for your money.
If
fuck
they're
no.
only want you,
If they actually
100
do love
yeah.
you and not just for your money, then
Well,
it's
but the
okay.
money can play a factor in the love. I think.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
no, yeah, of course.
I think the money can have some weight.
Mm.
But I don't think it's okay for it to be the sole purpose. And what I was saying about those gold digger videos,
Mm-hmm.
I think 90% of chicks are going to turn around when they see him hop in a Lambo, because once again, that shows all the other characteristics. It shows like subconsciously, like
Kind of
obviously,
brings back what you were saying.
yeah, obviously on face value, it's like boom, he's rich, you know. But what's so cool about being rich, right? He
Right,
can
you
do
have
this
the
for me. He has
determination,
this.
you have
He
the
has this.
power.
Exactly. So that's why those gold digger videos are a little bait. It's kind of like, yeah, she looks bad, but let's understand why she looks bad. You know, what
a
I
lot
mean?
of them are really bad. Like they'll get in the car and they'll be like, "Take me shopping," and he'll be like, "Why?" I just
I
wanna
think a
get
lot
to
of them
know
are
you,
fake,
and they'll
too.
be like, "They'll be like,
All
let's
right,
go
so
to
yeah,
Four
so we
Seasons."
don't support gold digging.
We
No,
don't support full blown gold digging.
We
no.
don't support.
But
We
if
don't-
you have some level of
at fucking all.
financial
a job.
criteria, I think that's totally fucking fair.
Yeah.
And I think you're a weak man if you think it's not.
I wouldn't. So like, if I'm going on a first date, if I'm going on a first date and he's like, "Yeah, I don't have a job. I'm just figuring it out right now," I'd probably be like, "I'm good." You know?
Yeah.
But what if he had that personality, humor, everything else under the sun?
But he doesn't have a job.
No.
Yeah, that's a no.
To be honest, no.
Okay.
First date, no.
Okay.
Because it's like you
Horrible
don't have your
first
shit
date,
together.
yeah, I was
You don't
about
have
to
your
say,
shit
yeah.
together.
I just
And,
want to
like,
see where your head. I want to see where
You don't need to make a shit ton of money, like, but you need to have a goal for yourself.
Like, obviously,
But the
yes.
more money you make, the more that goal is going to need to be higher.
Probably.
Yeah.
To be honest, probably.
Yeah.
It's such a hard thing. I've been in a relationship for like quite a bit of time. I feel like I've always been in like a long term, not saying it like that, but like I've been in a relationship for such a long time now that it's honestly hard to think about like a first date scenario.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but if I went on a first date with
Nah,
somebody and they were
honestly,
like, "I
if
don't
a
have a
female
job,"
told
I'd
me,
be
like-
like,
Yeah, that's like. No. Well, honestly, I'd give them. I'd be like, okay, why not? I have to hear
Fair.
you.
Well, yeah,
Fair,
because we're
fair.
guys, we date down.
No, it doesn't. Even if she was hot, like
No, we date, but I'm saying we date down. We don't care if they have a job.
High is not the only
no,
down.
I definitely care if my female has a job.
Honestly, That depends on how much money you're making. Right now, we care. If we're making, if we got to a point where we're making $1 million a year, you really give a shit if a Victoria's Secret model looking ass chick doesn't have a job?
That's a gold digger.
I would hope.
No, what if she's cool as fuck?
Well,
She's not-
she's
these are different-
lazy.
these are the
She's
different-
fucking lazy.
Yeah,
She
these are
doesn't
the
have a
different
job.
ins. Yeah, these are the different
But-
ins and outs.
Okay.
because
I don't know. I mean,
If she doesn't have
kinda
enough
goes into
willpower,
that kind of goes into gold digging. It's like, okay, yeah, you're hot, so yeah, let me just.
no, but what if she's not purely into me for my money?
well,
you know what I mean?
else?
That's
If she doesn't
what
have a
else-
job, how's she supporting herself?
Yeah,
She's living with her parents. I don't fucking know. She's in
At
school.
30.
Let's say she's in school.
First of all,
All
that's
right,
a
in
red
school,
fucking
it's-
flag if she doesn't have. like,
okay, I mean, yeah, I'm
no.
getting a little extreme here. I guess more
Yeah, I was
so
gonna
that's
say,
just
yeah,
like
no.
I'd fuck that chick. I want to date her. That's
yeah, of course, yeah.
yeah. I guess
what I'm
that's
saying.
true.
Like, I need to, like respectfully.
But like her
Thank you
job
for
doesn't
saying
need to be anything.
Excellent,
Her
of
job
course.
doesn't have to be anything fucking special.
No, that's what. Yeah, just as long like I don't,
Like
yeah, that's what I'm saying,
I
like,
could
yeah.
like if I'm making 100,000, 1 million, 2 million, 10 million, like the chick can be making, as long as she's like doing something and she loves doing that thing. Like there's a reason she's doing that thing.
Mhm.
Then I'm cool with it.
Cause I'm not just gonna be like, oh yeah, you're.
'Cause
Because
if I'm making
I
a
don't
shit-
care if you don't have a job or like whatever. Like, nah,
Come
bro.
here,
Like, you should be
baby.
about your business too. Like,
Yeah.
Because if they don't have
I
a
like
job,
a
I
motivated
feel
woman.
like
I like
I
a-
mean, but
they're
motivated,
on the hunt.
See, not
for
me. I'm
money.
not necessarily looking for like a chick on the hunt with money. I'm looking for a chick that enjoys
well,
what she
not
does.
like that, but like a chick. that
Like as
has,
long as she
her
enjoys
shit
what she
together.
does, that's all I care about. She's
Well,
doing
yeah,
something
yeah.
and she enjoys it. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck how much
and
money
she
she's
has her
making.
shit together.
Not even.
You don't care if she has her shit together.
Like in what sense? Financially speaking?
I
No,
mean,
just like in
generally.
we're speaking generally.
Well, yeah.
I feel like
obviously.
having your shit together means
we're
that
talking
you
about
have
jobs right now.
a stable job and you have a plan,
But what if she just wants to be a,
a
kindergarten
decent
teacher?
plan. What?
That's straight.
What if she just wants to be? Okay, that's not a fucking plan with a
That's
stable
straight.
job.
It
That's not
is. That is a
That's like
stable
30
job.
grand a year.
Okay, it's a job. You can support yourself.
30 grand a year.
I mean, it's tough, but if that's what you love doing,
Exactly, and that's what I was saying. As long as the chick does something she loves, I couldn't give a fuck about her
Yeah.
future goals or how much money she wants to make. As long as she is staying busy doing something she loves to do, I genuinely don't give a fuck because I want to be the breadwinner. I'm the one that's going to be providing. Like I genuinely don't fucking care. As long as she's not an OnlyFans model, then like literally, as long as she's not doing porn. Well, like you're
do we
pretty much, if you love what you do, then we're
We
cool with
didn't
it.
do we really want to call them models?
Only they're called that.
I mean,
Yeah.
some of them are models. Some of them
Just
are
like
But what is a
Instagram
model?
models, just like Instagram models,
like there's-
people that make money
like
off
there's
their.
Instagram females and
people
there's
that make
Instagram
money
models.
off
There's
their
some chicks on OnlyFans, but then you got some OnlyFans models.
I would say women that make money on their appearance immediately a model.
Okay.
That's what. Even if it's a low
That's
amount,
literally-
even if it's
Yeah.
like dog shit money, you're a model.
I think
You're
like-
making money off your appearance.
Yeah. But a model isn't a model more like kind of like body based, right? Like
yeah.
I mean, obviously,
No.
I mean, appearance.
Look
Well,
at
to an extent.
Lizzo's a model. Lizzo,
that's what I'm saying. Like
She's
it
an
doesn't matter
artist.
about like your body.
but she's also a model.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, well, it's more about your body to an extent. But she falls into a different category of
She's still a
models. She's a
model.
big
Plus
woman
size model.
Yeah, that's
And this is something we were
My
talking
bad,
about
fuck
earlier
that one.
about not all sizes being beautiful. But sorry. But
well, yeah.
there's a taste. Like I said, there's people that do like that. But generally speaking,
Well, I guess nowadays, yeah, I guess model is actually more about appearance. But I thought back in the day,
model is all about appearance.
I thought modeling though was more about like kind of like your body attributes.
That's
to
an
extent
appearance.
more.
Appearance.
When I think, well, when you're
Period.
saying appearance, my dumbass is thinking like facial. Like I'm just thinking
Yeah.
like straight.
Yeah, but appearance is everything.
Wouldn't physical be more of a correct term than appearance?
No, appearance.
Physical appearance.
Physical appearance.
I'm under the influence right now. So
Okay.
If you are making money because people like looking at you, whether it's your face
Yeah,
or
that's what
your,
I'm saying,
your
yeah.
asshole,
I was kind
You're
of
a model.
I was going off like
All right, fair. I brought up that question because sometimes, not always, you know, you think of models and you're like Victoria's Secret models, whatever. But like sometimes I hear that word and I think role model. So then I'm like, OnlyFans, is that
no. I'm talking like
role
beauty model,
Yeah.
like a appearance model, looks
Fair.
model. You just look at
Yeah.
them and they make money for you looking at them. That's a model.
yeah.
Even if it's
I
only
was-
$100 a month.
I was
they're
going
technically
more
a fucking
towards
model.
like body
A foot
because there's
model.
some like
Yeah.
ugly models out there.
There are definitely ugly models.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
But
like,
once
their
again, everybody
body
has
is
a
on
type.
Fleek.
that
Like,
word gets weirder the more you say
like
it.
oh, your arms are
Model.
like 2 inches longer than a normal human being. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I was kind of talking about. Like your legs are like oh my god, like your legs are 5 inches.
So you're thinking of like special models, like
I guess, yeah.
Plus
yeah,
size.
like well, not even, but like
No, not plus
fitting a certain category.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
that's what I was more or less.
But no, a model is literally anybody that makes money off their appearance.
yes,
That's a
yes,
model.
yes.
Interesting.
And whether that's body appearance, face appearance, foot appearance, hand appearance, there's hand models. There's models for everything.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So-
I could be a
it
hand
depends on
model.
what category.
So, yeah. So that's a model.
What are we at, Nick?
Probably like 2 hours.
26 minutes right now, plus what we had.
So we're at about an hour 45.
Hour
I
45.
think we can wrap it up.
All right, I do have a suggestion for wrapping up. This is a what do you call it?
Off the cuff.
Off the cuff. My mom actually had this idea. She loves those Dove chocolates. You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
And they, when you open them up, they have like a little saying. So she gave me a couple of them, and we could all read off as our sayonara.
Let's
for
do
the
it. You got 'em?
evening. No, but I remember.
Well, that was fucking useless, Bailey.
But I do remember one of them, and it was "Smiles are free, so share them more often."
Aw.
Yeah, it's fucking sweet. So
anyways, appreciate you guys coming.
Wait, we got to shout ourselves out. All right.
I'll bring him next.
I do like that quote. That was a good quote.
At Vince Flanagan, going to be in the description. Also going to have my boy at Nick.
Nico, my guy. Ain't that what it is?
Wait, his tag will be down there too. His name's Nick. He's our tech guy. He does the editing as well. So if you're looking for an editor,
Producer.
we got him. Braden?
I was about to look for
At Vince Flanagan on Instagram. At Vince Flanagan on Twitter. Don't follow me on Twitter. And yeah, I'm right here on YouTube. So that's all I got. And vcfcoaching.com if you're looking for a trainer.
Definitely give Vince a follow. Follow his personal training Instagram page. Follow me, Instagram and Twitter, 3God Daily. Let them know what your ad is.
Bay, BIYHITT, Bay Hit. That's my name. I have an
On Instagram?
Instagram, only I haven't posted anything in a while, but maybe we'll get back on that.
She is 100% getting
At some point, we'll get her on there.
it. She is doing it.
But yeah, man, stay tuned for the next
Anyways.
podcast. Give us a follow. We out.
Cheers.